We are about to enter a 50-team fantasy draft where I will be picking an entire team. We'll play through the season, we'll do trades, and at the end of the year, there will be an MLB draft where we will get prospects. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you want more of this, 3,000 likes on this video, we'll unlock another one, and comment down below, who would you pick first? Welcome to what I hope is a very long-term series on the channel. We are doing a fantasy draft rebuild. Ladies and gentlemen, please, first thing I want to say is 3,000 likes will unlock the second episode. If you like what you see here and you want this series to continue, kill a like button. Also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and let me know that you're new by just saying, hey, I'm new, I subscribe to the channel. I'll make sure to check out your comment. And the other thing, please, in the comments, give me as many tips for how to be a better player as you possibly can. All those tips are super appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, could not be more excited to begin this. So to pick a team, I decided to let a subscriber do it. I messaged a random subscriber. I said, hey, what uniform should I use? And they said the Boston Red Sox. I think that's a really good option. Playing at Fenway is a really cool thing for this team. My second option was going to be the Padres, but we are going Boston Red Sox. So essentially all you do is you click Fantasy Draft right here. And as soon as I click A, we are going to go into essentially a massive restart of the MLB where I am going to have to select player after player after player. These are really long. Also, as soon as I click this button, what pick we are gonna get. So ladies and gentlemen, come on, let's go. Pick 5. Shut up. Shut up. Okay. Oh boy. So, who's gonna go number 1? So I would say Ohtani's gonna go number 1. That is going to be interesting. So we can the Mariners have pick number 1. I think if I just click advance, oh my gosh. Juan Soto goes number 1 overall of the Mariners. Gunnar Henderson goes 2. Bobby Witt 3. Fernando Tatis Jr. Guys, we have a very... Wow. This is probably one of the more difficult decisions. I think it has to be Ohtani, doesn't it? Like, is there any worlds where you don't take Ohtani here? 30 years old. He can be our starting pitcher. I'm shocked he didn't go first overall. The only, real argument you could make would be Aaron Judge. You have 99 power. You also have Marte, who's an absolute beast. Contact. Mike Trout. How do you go wrong with someone who's been the best center fielder in the bigs? Bryce Harper. Mookie Betts is here. Unbelievable pitching. But I think Paul Skeens, I think this has to be a no-brainer. And I want the comments to let me know, who would you guys pick? That's going to be the first comment question of the day. Guys, I could not be happier to say we are about to get one of the coolest players in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the team, Shohei Ohtani. I can't, no disrespect to any of these guys. All these players, and I think the reason these guys went first is just age. And it makes sense. Every one of the top 4 players, 26, 24, 23, Henderson, Witt Jr., all of them, I went into this fully believing that I was going to take Gunnar Henderson as my pick. Think just no matter what, he was not there. Tatis Jr. is young, but we get the guy Ohtani. Okay, so now we got to wait a while before our next pick. You can see Mike Trout and how late he's going to go. And then it's obviously a snake draft, so there's a huge break between our selections. So Trey Turner, Will Smith, I just want to see yeah, he went. He was someone I was thinking about. I don't know, Junior went. Okay, this is interesting for sure. So with Ohtani being a little bit older, Christian Walker, I don't know if a first baseman is really where I would want to go. Carlos Correa, let's go position by position. I could stack the pitching. Jeff Hoffman, catcher, Freddie Freeman's there, Altuve's there, Matt Chapman, Carlos Correa, Teoscar Hernandez, Freddie Freeman. Okay, so the best player that's also somewhat young is Cade Smith. I am leaning potentially This is a bit of a tricky one, guys, because these are decisions that are going to matter for a really long time. Ramos is also a 98 power, like just this guy kills lefties. Buxton's, Cody Bellinger. It's hard to not go Cody Bellinger. He's interesting. Pete Crow Armstrong is 22 years old, unbelievable fielder, and 99 speed. So he's a round one guy out of California. 237 hitter. I feel like this is someone I could draft and build around. Like if I have Ohtani and a bunch of young guys, I'm curious. I do think there's a chance he's there next round, which is sort of what's keeping me from making that selection. You could also get a catcher, which is a really difficult position to find a lot of value in later. Zach Nato, I think, is probably the move here. He's 24 years old. He runs decent, good contact guy. B potential. He's the highest overall age-wise. Like, his age and everything really balances out pretty well. But I think what I'm going to do here, 99 arm, 96 fielding, 99 speed. This is like probably one of the best center fielders in baseball. I'm going to go Pete Crow Armstrong in the second round. He's only 22 years old. He's somebody like we're going to build around. We pick again here really soon. Jaron Duran goes, which would have been cool. But he's someone we can definitely build around. And now in this round, you start looking at these 30-year-old pitchers a little bit differently because the value is definitely there. But I could also do Ohtani and a bunch of young guys around him and kind of see what that looks like. That shortstop, did he make it through the round? Dansby Swanson. Ezekiel Tovar is there. Willie Pena, interesting. Okay, so the shortstop that I almost took, that kind of makes me feel better that I almost selected him because he would have been a good pick. Christian Yelich, he's 30, but he is just sitting there. I think this pick needs to be an older player that's going to just make an immediate impact on the team. I don't think I need to be thinking quite as much about age as I am right now. I think this probably... Cal, he's really good. So is Diaz. The catching position might be the most valuable right now. One of the better catchers. A catcher that's with 86 contact is crazy. He hit 300 last year in Houston. As a catcher to hit 300, he's an 85 overall. He's got a wicked arm. I feel like catcher's not usually the easiest position to find value in. I'm going to go with Diaz as my third selection. I like it. That was a bit of a tricky one. But yeah, the funny thing is, Zach Neto, who I almost picked, went right after I took Pete Crow Armstrong. So I'm clearly like kind of value-wise on the right track here. Jose Altuve fell. Teoscar definitely fell. We're going to have two picks again here back-to-back. Okay, who's the best? Dansby Swanson is sitting here. I like Dansby Swanson. He's a good fielder, 99 fielding, also a good hitter. It's difficult for me to see him there and not take him. I think he's kind of a no-brainer at this time. The only position you could maybe say, this guy looks really good as well. I might not overthink this one. Dansby was someone that I was considering taking a few rounds earlier. He's only 31. Cade Smith, I also could take a reliever. Tell me about him. 1.91 ERA. 6 wins, 75. He's Canadian. Okay, yeah, GG's. I'm taking Cade Smith. He's Canadian. I didn't realize he was Canadian. Dang. Yeah, that's the biggest no-brainer ever, and he's the best player on the board. Easy selection, Cade Smith. So what I can do with him, I'm going to need a closer. I'm going to need someone to kind of shut down games. I'm really glad I did because you can see Dansby Swanson, who I was going to take, is still there, which makes me think, why is Dansby Swanson still there? Let's go position by position again and slow this down, even though it already seems probably very slow. Josh, Tristan Casas, 6'5", 240. He's a powerful first baseman. Could bring him back. Jimenez is there. 26 years old. He's a good Blue Jay. These guys got some stars around them. Isaac Paredes. I'm not sold on him. Kim is 81 overall. I like this guy's stats a lot. Just as a speaking just from a fantasy draft perspective, this guy, he's from the Dominican. 97 speed, 97 contact versus left. I love that. Or do I take one of my favorite players in the game, Bo Bichette? I think I have to go. I need a Blue Jay on this team. I think Bo Bichette is a way better player than a 79 overall. I'm actually shook that Bo Bichette he didn't have a good year last year, obviously, but I love that pick, and I'm really glad that I saw him because if I would have kicked myself watching this back. Jackson Holiday. Okay, so far, Ohtani, Cade Smith, Diaz, Crow Armstrong, and Bo Bichette. I really like this kind of core. We're old-ish but not really with Ohtani. Okay, let's go position by position. We don't have an outfielder. We don't have a right fielder at this point. Willer Abreu, 99 arm. It's always interesting to look at fielding stats are a lot more important than I think I always give credit. Like this is where you also could go for a prospect. Like if you really scroll down and you look for like an 18-year-old with a really high overall, this is where you could get those super value prospects that you put in the lineup to kind of shock. I don't think we're at the point yet where we should do that. I think I should be looking a little bit more depth. The fact that Pena is still here, I could definitely put him at second. Isaac Paredes is there, though. Third baseman, McMahon, Ortiz, Josh Smith, Connor Norby. See, when I look at this, my brain tells me that the best value player on here is Pena. And even though I already have a shortstop, I'm going to select Jeremy Pena, and I'm going to put him as my second baseman or third baseman. I think that's a really solid selection. Starting pitchers, who is still here? Because now I'm thinking Clayton Kershaw. I could go for the real, like, LA Dodger. Yu Darvish is there, 38 years old. I'm looking for someone, and I don't know what his overall would be anymore. I don't know if he'd still be here. Just stack it with Canadians, but I'll have to wait. I don't think he'll probably be there at that spot. JT Realmuto. Okay, who's just the best available player at this spot? So Iglesias, Carlos Santana is a 38-year-old first baseman who hits really well. It's a lot of relievers. When you look at like who the best players available is, this Jake Berger doesn't look bad. He's a first baseman. I don't think I've taken a first baseman. 82 power right, 85 power left. Good contact. Or do I start stacking the pitching and then go young? Like they're probably, you could probably make an argument. What does he throw? 96. That I should start going pitchers, stack the pitching, and then just worry about everything. Beto, 95. See, this guy looks interesting to me. 29 years old. He looks decent. Soriano looks decent also. 94 sinker. He's someone with a lot of potential. I feel like he could get a lot better as the year goes on. Let's go pitching right now. Let's not overthink it. I'm going to take the best. Well, I'm not actually. I'm going to take the best young pitcher available in Soriano, a 26-year-old, 80 overall starting pitcher. And what my strategy is going to be kind of as we go here is load up the pitchers, get really good talent, and then start looking for some high, like some super young players that could become really good prospects. Like maybe try and build our starting core. If I can find another good value play like we had in the last round, like 96. I don't know if he's necessarily the play there. There's good relievers. Hunter Gaddis, what is 6'6"? Not overly great stuff though. I'm looking for pitchers with really interesting, good, like Brian Hudson, 91. I think a lot of the top prospects in the game have been slowly picked over, which is shocking. Carlos Pena still being here does not make much sense to me. Like, I could easily, I can get home runs from him. I'm gonna take Carlos Pena or Carlos Santana. My bad. That's on me. Comment. It's Santana. Shut up. South Korea rookie, 80 speed, 62 contact. I don't hate him. Let's look for some young guys. A lot of them have been taken, and you can see that if you go. But what I want to start looking for is just who are some of these like 21-year-old prospects that might end up being really good, and they're hard to find. And it looks like, for the most part, a lot of them have been taken. Jordan Lawler is an interesting one. He's a first-round pick with really good stats. But I don't know if I can commit to the young guy route if that's not really... Yeah, like as you go down there, it's just going to get a little bit... Oh, this is not for the weak. This is a 99 speed outfielder. 24 years old, 99 speed. He's fast. Let's go Rojas. I like that a lot. Speed alone, like having two 99 speed outfielders, I don't think is going to hurt us. I don't think anyone ever did that and lived with a lot of regret that they did it. These are the best players still available. Darvish is there. 99. Trevor McGill. I feel like this should be my selection. 99 velocity. 6'8". I think that's a really good pick. And we're quietly putting together an impressive looking... When I say recommend player, who does it come up with? So, okay, you hit recommend, it'll tell you who they believe. Does it do it position by, like if I do position by position? No. It just believes that these are the players that I should be looking to draft because I don't have as many starters. But I don't know if I completely agree that that's the pick. He's been there for a long time. And he clearly doesn't hold like a stupid amount of... This is someone I looked at earlier. 27, 6'6", 275. Young starter. I like that. Especially with Ohtani as kind of our main guy. All those ones are going to help us out a ton. Kirk, Blue Jay, just went a little bit later than maybe he would have expected. Paul Goldschmidt is still sitting there. Justin Turner. There's a lot of memories of my playing this game in the past. Sitting there, Micah Bush. Okay. Third base. We don't have a third baseman. This guy's a pretty solid hitter. I kind of like him. Whole field guy. He won the Gold Glove, so he's one of the best fielders in baseball. To get a Gold Glove third baseman at that spot seems like a steal. Okay, what about... I don't have a left fielder currently. Let's scroll a bit. Let's look for one of those like diamond in the rough finds. One of those Davis Schneider, like a Blue Jays guy. And there's a lot of Blue Jays fans who really like him. Like looking for someone young who could make an impact right away. Cuba, 6'2". I like his stats. I'm kind of... He could be an option. Same with this Nick York guy. Nick York is a little faster, good contact, good power. Okay, those are both... Well, we could potentially come back to this. I do want to start young players as well. Rylan Thomas. Colby Thomas. Yeah, this is where you get some of these like really, really good prospects. I think what I'm going to do is draft one of these two. He's going to be my left fielder, Fernandez. Okay, 14 rounds in, I would say we're solving, like just to kind of recap, Ohtani, Cade Smith, Diaz, Santana, Pete Crow, Armstrong. Like, we got a young core. Armstrong's probably the one I'm most excited for. And then Pena, Bo Bichette. Like, we're kind of a fun team. Starters, we still need some, and relievers, we definitely still need some. So maybe these rounds, I'd be smart to look at some of these relievers to see if any of them have decent stuff. Like, kind of looking for the high potential guys. Andrew Nardi, not really. There really isn't any that are like, oh, this is the guy. I would say at this point, I'm just going to take Garcia because he's the best player available. Chris Martin's still there. This is an interesting one. Like, as far as someone who can come in and get a clutch home run, that is not a bad pick. Alex Burleson. Dang. Tell me about him. Slow back. This is like a pinch hitter. I'm going to take him. Because at that spot, I feel like you're kind of looking for those guys who can come in as a pinch hitter and do something. Like, you want not everyday guys who have really high contact that if in like a stressful situation, you're desperate, that you can go to them. And that's kind of what I feel like. Like, Jeff McNeil could be a good example of that. Like, all of these dudes could be really good examples of what we're looking for. Brett Wisely, this is an interesting one. Yeah, he's 5'9", 70 overall. Great contact, good speed. Like, that's really good value at this spot. It's not shockingly good value. It's not going to blow anyone away, but I do quite like that pick. Blanco has a star next to his name. He looks pretty dang good. Or do I continue with kind of the strategy that I've been going and trying to get sort of a young, hard-throwing pitching staff? River Ryan throws really hard. I feel like he could be interesting. Same with this kid. 6'7" Pennsylvania kid. Yeah, I like that selection. See, we got a lot of hard throwers on this team. My goodness. A lot of those guys are going to make some pretty immediate impact. Kirby Yates is still there. Chris Martin's still here as a closer. Decent value at that spot. I'm going to take Chapman just because. Just for the nostalgia of Aroldis Chapman. Whereabouts is he? Shoot, where did he go? I just saw him. There he is. Aroldis Chapman? Yes, sir. Just for Aroldis Chapman is a legend. Okay, second baseman, Whit Merrifield. Just going position by position, hoping to find some interesting players here. I wish there was more, young, interesting. This guy, Darren Baker, 5'10". I kind of like his stats. Runs well. Shortstop. Let's see. Castro. This guy is actually quite solid. Not an overly good hitter. There we go. Tommy Troy. I like that. 5'9". Okay, he's an interesting player. And these guys potentially, I haven't decided what my strategy is going to be for this first year. If I'm going to try and start a bunch of young players and make them really good, or if I'm going to kind of play it smart. Travis d'Arnaud, man. Travis d'Arnaud. Here's a trivia question. Do you guys know who traded him to the Mets? If anyone knows that, you're probably Canadian, if you know that answer. Okay, Ryan Nada. I almost selected him rounds ago. Maybe we should look for some power bats. I'm just my eyes are up top right, sort of just looking for people who can maybe hit home runs. Doesn't really matter the age at this stage, more just I want people, like a JD Martinez, 92 clutch, someone who's going to get us a home run in the bottom of the ninth at some point. Rojas, okay. Jock Peterson. That's a fun name. That's a really fun baseball player. I love his stance. I really, really, really love his batting stance. Hunter Renfroe. Springtime's a 7. They got Springtime as 74. McClutchin. Oh, boy, this is going to make me cry, this part. Okay, Chris Martin, these guys all still being there seems a little insane. Blanco, Springs, relief pitchers. What about young relievers? Let's see. Any decent young relief arms? No. Looks like there's 0 good young relief arms. Maybe this kid, Caleb Ferguson. He plays. Okay, I'm doing 25 rounds, so I have 3 more selections. Sam Huff. It's a good find. Take him. Catcher. Lofton. Nick Lofton, 26. Ooh, this guy looks good. 73 contact. That overall is really high contact for someone that overall. Okay, let's go. There's enough talent here to keep drafting. Let's go. Verlander would be a crazy pick at this spot. Blanco, I like him. I need more arms. So I might take quite a few pitchers in these last rounds just to kind of make sure that I fill, like Kirby Yates is someone who could be interesting. These are just like not flashy picks that are probably going to end up mattering a lot. Because if you don't have pitching, you are in a world of hurt in this game. Paul Goldschmidt, Diaz, Graham Fulsley. No matter what, our like farm system is gonna be just so good. I don't have a ton of outfielders. And what about speed? Like, let's just kind of key in on just fast. Justin Dean's an interesting player. Okay, this next pick is going to be our last selection, everybody. And then we are going to get to finally see the team, talk about the team, change the stuff up on the team, and get into actually playing with this team, which is the most exciting part. Sosa, let's go Sosa. Final pick, 82 contact, Sosa. So they're auto-drafting us. So essentially, I am going to go manual for almost all of these settings. And I'm starting in the regular season. I love the way this looks. I love just how everything looks. So we can see position rankings based on all 32 teams. Now, what I want to do, there's a lot to do before we get into this, is we kind of want to look at our lineups that it has set for us. So as of right now, this is what has been set. Bo Bichette is hitting first. And this stuff is all very subject to change. Like, there's a very good chance that they don't have the players that I want in actually playing. So they have Haynes starting. That's an interesting one. I'm surprised that he's my third baseman, and I'll kind of touch on that because I feel like I had a third baseman that I picked that I liked a little bit more than him. I maybe didn't, but we'll get to that. JD Martinez, they have starting. Jock Peterson. This is not really the team that I want to go to battle with. There's a few of these players that I really like, but for the most part, this is in no way what we're doing. So I think Martinez immediately, Pete Crow Armstrong is going to be our leadoff hitter. In every single lineup, I want him in it. So that's no-brainer. And we'll have to call some people up. We'll have to do some things because I had some young players that have just been kind of kicked off the roster. Like this guy, I think Rojas, he was somebody who I was really excited for as well. So he's going to probably take the spot of JD in this lineup. But we'll just kind of go one by one here and set it slow and smart. So Pete Crow Armstrong is in now. He's someone who it was important that he was in the lineup for me. So the shortstop, Jeremy Pena, he 6 foot. I want him to be kind of my full-time shortstop or second baseman. Who has better fielding, him or? It's a good question. So Bo Bichette, 69 overall fielder, he's 70. So they're kind of, it doesn't really matter. Now, the position that he's going to take over is probably this Sosa guy. Lenyon Sosa, even though this Sosa guy is pretty good, I think I want Jeremy Pena where Sosa is. So that's going to be probably the easiest switch that we will make. Sosa must be in this lineup, though. Shoot, he is, isn't he? Yeah, he is in that lineup. So where is the second baseman? Yeah, we don't want, or no. We don't want, holy. Okay, never mind. Bo Bichette. Maybe they'll kind of switch it. This is confused. My brain hurts bad right now. My brain hurts bad. Okay, I got to go back. I'm going to look at all this. What do I have in terms of just this? Who got sent down? Like, who did the game automatically send down for me? Because I feel like there's players that got sent down that I wish that I had. So who did I have in mind to play this position? I think we're fine at first. I think Santana was the idea. Sosa. Brett Wisely. Maybe I had better. He is in the major league system. Maybe I didn't have too many people. Tommy Troy. I wouldn't mind. He'll probably develop better. I think I'd rather. Let's move him to AAA. And then I think there was a couple fielders that I picked that I would want more. This Justin Dean guy is interesting. Let's call up Fernandez. We're going to move him to the MLB roster. And then Burleson, that was correct. But was there someone here who was also going to be, maybe not. You know what? There may be, the best player on the AAA roster is Trevor McGill. So let's move him up. And then this Jack Koshewitz. This is the dude who I actually drafted really early. So we need to move him up. Toro. This is the guy. Abraham Toro. I picked him up. Yeah, no. I was hoping that he would play, but the more I look at his stats, the less impressed that I actually am of him. Okay, I can live with that. No, the 40-man roster. Holy smokes. So as far as starters, do I have any relics in here? So like Ray, for example, I'm going to move him down. Because I don't really need him starting. He was just a decent pitcher. I'm going to move him to the MLB. Sorry, this is quite complicated, guys. This is no joke. I'm trying to figure this out. Desan Hill out of Texas. Gallardo. We got a bunch of young guys, too, that I don't even think were drafted. My brain is about to explode. Oh, I am so confused. Slow this down. Talk to me like I'm dumb. Slow this down for me. What am I missing? What have I messed up on? Okay, Pete Crow, Ohtani, Hayes. I don't want Jock Peterson to play. I wanted this Fernandez guy to play for some reason. Or Rojas. Yeah, this is who it was. Johan Rojas. I wanted him to play. So if I see any relics, I switch them for Rojas. And of course, Rojas is in that lineup already. So let's go switch for Alex Burleson. Yes. Okay, so all of our old people on the team that I don't want to play. See, this is all getting sorted out. Right field, Alex Burleson. You guys probably are so frustrated with me right now. I'm also frustrated. Trust me, no one is more upset at me than me. Okay, now that we have the right players, let's actually figure out a batting lineup. I like this. This is a pretty good looking team. Okay, Pete Crow Armstrong, number 1. I feel like Bo Bichette, 2. I like that a lot. Rojas isn't as good of a hitter, so I probably don't want him. Ohtani, 3. Who has the most power on this team? Nobody. Okay, short answer. Nobody has a lot of power on this squad. So Hayes, maybe? It seems like all the power is on the bench. The power is just sitting here. You know what? Carlos Santana. Carlos Santana. That needs to be my 4th hitter. Boom. Good eye, Brett. But I do have power. Like, JD Martinez, realistically. If I suck, JD's going to come in and play a little bit. Same with Sosa. Sosa's kind of good as a second baseman, but I don't know who I would even have him replace. Okay, this is my lineup as of right now. Okay, now we go to part 2, the pitching rotation. This is what I pictured, actually. I like all that. Perfect. Perfect. Pitching rotation, I don't feel like I have to do much. So now that I've done that, who are my best potential players on the team? So if I go sort by, can I sort by potential? No, probably not. Why would that be a thing? So Bo Bichette's a potential. I want to scroll down my entire roster because if I have any players with ridiculously high potential, I need to make sure that they are in the lineup. And it looks like I have no players with really high potential. So I'm not worried about missing out on anybody because I don't think our potential is all that high. Okay, as far as budget, we look pretty good. Trade talks, I don't feel like I need to make any trade talks. As of right now, this is who we are. We're just going to have to figure out things as we go. So let's sim a little bit. We got the Rangers in the first game. So view our organization's game. Boom. We're playing all games from this date featured CPU control. Would you like to continue? Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to fix that because if I don't fix that, they're going to mess my roster up bad. I know it. They will destroy my... If I don't go in and manually do this, I don't know what the heck to do. I quit. Okay, just pick the oldest one. Colin Ray. Designate for assignment. Okay, he has been designated for assignment. Okay, I think I can play this. So, this is what we are going to be doing. I am going to custom enter a game only when your chosen entry conditions are met. Otherwise, they'll think. Sim. I'm going to be playing. Now, it sounds crazy. I want to play the game. However, I don't think I'm going to be pitching. If I were to do games and I were to pitch every single game, and I'm curious in the comments, if I were to go in and pitch all the time, no matter what, it would take 7 years to complete a franchise. What I was thinking was we'll play 9 innings, but I will only do this. First thing, we got Paul Skeens. Come on! Oh, boy, this is a matchup. Okay, so they got Otto Lopez, Brandon Marks. Okay, they look younger than us. I think they took a lot more like prospects earlier than we did. Ladies and gentlemen, it is opening day baseball. 2023 World Series champions, the Rangers. This is our first time getting to see this absolute, just colossal randomness that is this team.
It's the Boston Red Sox and the Texas Rangers. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway.
Crowd is super amped up.
Back with more in a minute.
I like to watch this stuff, especially on opening day. It just makes me happy because it's beautiful. You just get like the animations, especially with a new squad.
With my partner, Chris Singleton,
this
I'm
baby is a
John
little
Shelby.
much.
So the Boston Red Sox looking like a team that could make some noise. It's a strong roster to start the year. Where do you think they stack up among the league's best?
Oh, Boog, they're definitely contenders, no doubt.
We got a pretty good. I clearly did pretty good projected roster.
Maybe not a juggernaut.
Projected leaders: Diaz.
I think they might need to patch some holes.
Ohtani. I'm gonna double check some things. I want to make sure I'm on Hall of Fame difficulty. Hall of Fame difficulty, yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Come on. Okay, I got face Paul. Pete Crow Armstrong. That's all right. Good swing, kid. Looks at the bat as if to say to the bat, like, so with him, we got to make sure we're choking up a little bit against this particular pitcher.
Swing and a miss. Okay. And it's 0-2.
Paul's just throwing 101 on the outside every single time. I love.
Look for him to throw it again.
Nope, I did not go. Once we count, got to make sure we work counts and play as smart as we possibly can. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to facing one of the most disgusting pitchers in the game. Horrible.
To the dish.
At that. Okay. Bo Bichette up next. Horrible. Nope, I did not go. I did not go. Thank you. Be patient, but not stupid is the word I would use.
Swings through that one.
I am getting diced.
Try to go again with the fastball.
Holy
Slightly elevated.
smokes,
He
he
just
throws
having a
hard.
hard time catching up.
Nope.
Next pitch is outside.
He's going to make a mistake somewhere. It's got to be on this side of...
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Where is this PCI going? Okay, I got to chill a little bit, guys. I apologize. Nope,
The next
good eye.
pitch
3-2
misses,
count.
and
Okay.
that's ball 3.
All you got to do is just get on base, start something.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
These are the moments that I wish
Punching out the first 2 hitters of
I
this
didn't
ball game.
strike out twice.
And
That
somebody's gonna have
wasn't...
to put the bat on the ball, put it in play.
Oh, I'm
Get something
swinging.
going.
That PCI was not bad. I was a little bit late, but my
one.
PCI is not in a horrible spot.
And now it's even up.
Good eye, Ohtani. This is the guy who's got to
Base is
carry.
empty.
Like, boy, oh boy, does he ever have to carry us.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
This guy's
Late
got
on
such a
it.
good sinker as a
gotta
hitter. You've
learn
got
how
to
to
look
hit
up in
this
the
guy.
zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That one misses.
Whoa!
He
Wow!
never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout.
I can
Right there,
explain.
shot and a score.
That's my first time facing him.
Now it's the second
So
base.
what I'm saying that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing fast forward to next half inning. So we're going to get to watch what happens, which I really like, and then we're back up. So no runs were allowed. We
Top of the
still
second.
watch,
And here's the first
but
baseman, Carlos
like I said, it would
Santana.
take a year to get through everything. That's
Foul
all right.
off
And in
left
big
side.
games, like at the end of the game, we will do the fielding as well. Okay, a little bit late, but nice to get contact. 2024 Gold Glove winner. Nope.
Next pitch misses inside.
It's a really good
And
eye.
1-1.
That was absolute
Okay,
gas.
so
Triple
Paul,
digits on the gun.
I need to
It's just a
almost sit
different
off speed
experience
with
as a
him.
hitter watching that go by.
Because
Swing
his
and a
fastball
miss. He was
is
late. Strike
cooking
2.
me right
See if you
now.
can go upstairs a little
Like,
bit.
I
Make
have
sure you
no
miss
answer
up and
against
out
this
of the
fastball.
zone since you're
Okay,
ahead count
I've
of
struck
1,
out
2.
4 times now.
Don't miss
Stole
in
it.
the zone because that's where you
Please.
get hurt. Hit both sides of the plate right there.
Oh,
That makes it pretty
okay.
tough to get comfortable in the box.
Oh,
And that one is lifted.
come on! Good job.
Moves under.
Hey, clip that. Clip
Puts
it.
it away for the out.
And it's the first of many. Yes, it's the first time I've made
Alec
contact.
Burnes up next for the Red Sox.
But it's
He's
still
someone
very
that
cool.
really beats up on
This guy's
right-handed
good too,
pitchers.
this
The
Alex
lefties,
Olson
however,
kid.
give him a
Yeah,
little
there
more
we go.
trouble.
Okay, you'll see. As we
Foul
go
ball.
and we face better competition and I play more games, my timing's gonna just slow.
Ground ball up the middle.
Come on, Burleson, run it out, run it out.
Run. It's there, and that's a great play. Down in order, go the Red Sox. We'll go.
Good try. That was a really, really, really good try. The nice thing is we have Shohei Ohtani on the mound. Fly out, line out, air, 2 runs scored, fielder's choice. Okay,
Welcome
so
back.
we
Here's
got to
a look
give
at
him
this
some help.
team's early season projection.
2-0 for the
Steves
Rangers.
Back to work.
Well, after scoring runs, they swing the bats.
There we go. There we go.
Lays out.
Come on.
Somebody can't squeeze
Yes, sir.
it. Comes in too late, and they
Good
can't
hit.
get the
Great at bat. Good hit. Diaz early is our best hitter. Okay, who do I got next? Cabrayan Haynes. This is a
Strike
young
right through
hitter.
there. That one
This
in
is a
triple
young
digits.
hitter
You know,
against
these
a
Red
very
Sox,
good
as you
pitcher.
probably
Holy
noticed,
smokes.
haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too
Look at the
aggressive
PCI
times.
this guy's
Specifically
got.
talking about the first pitch. These batters are
No,
swinging
Cabrayan Haynes, Gold
80%
Glove
of the
winner?
time, which is fine if you're scoring
Maybe he's
runs,
not who I thought he
but
was.
That hasn't been the case today.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Brett
Away from
Wisely.
a bat like that is a hit.
Don't even. Oh no, this is the
Other
third
than maybe
baseman.
there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on
The
the
thing
fastball
about
next time.
Paul
Brett
is he's
Wisely
throwing like
stands in now and watches
beautiful
strike one.
pitches right now.
Swing and a miss.
Like-
At 100 miles an hour.
Like, look at my PCI. I'm not even that far off of it. I'm just really late on it.
Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the
6
ball game.
strikeout. Iron
Wow,
hitter,
good
6
stretch after giving up the
strikeouts.
leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So
Okay, come on,
they haven't
Pete
been able
Crow.
to move that
You
runner
got
up,
this. Run
get
around
him in
first.
scoring position and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound.
can't
He just
hit
needs
those.
one more out.
Pro Armstrong.
At some point,
swings
when are you
through
going
that
to just
one
look in the mirror and
as
tell
he
yourself
comes to
you
the
got to
plate for the
swing
second
just a
time
little
today.
earlier?
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
And then he hits us. What a horrible first game pitching matchup. Like, this is stupid.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout inning.
Not the most ideal opening day matchup ever, but it's more just me. I gotta figure out ground out, fly out. Okay, Ohtani's keeping us in it. And the way baseball goes, things can change really quick. Yeah, come on! There we go, Bo. That's not bad. You're laughing at me. You've already commented I suck, but I have 2 hits. So shut up. Laugh at me later. Okay, and I got Ohtani up next. Okay, sit on something, Ohtani, please.
Just about every hitter he's faced, so I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Ohtani
Too late
now
on
at the
this.
plate
Yeah,
as he
way
swings
too
through
late.
strike 1. That
Nope.
missed by a lot, and that is ball 1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat.
He is
Sometimes
working
take a little
him
bit
away.
off velocity.
He's
Try to get a
being
rollover,
careful.
something on the ground. Stay away
Yep,
from
it's
that
another
big
one.
hole on the right side of the infield.
And that one finds its way through.
That's another
Throw
one.
into third.
Ohtani, good job.
And
Okay,
throws off
good
line,
hitting,
safe at third.
good at bats.
Couple of
Both
singles back-to-back.
Ohtani and
Swing was
Bichette,
good, and
excellent.
shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't
Excellent
stay as much
at bats
as he
for
probably
both of
would've
them.
liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Tying run
Okay.
is at first here on opening day.
Where was I on that?
I think ultimately
Early?
you want to tie him up,
Just
get the ball in
not
on the
by
plate so that
much.
he can't get the barrel to it and hit it
Just
to
a
the outfield.
tiny bit early.
Line to
Yeah,
left.
and I'm thinking, oh my gosh.
I'm so relieved that they have this netting down the lines, just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Here's a 1-2. Seager
That's all right.
strikes him out
We're
for the
about
second
2 feet
time
away
today.
from that being
He
really,
goes to look at the video of that
really
pitch, he's
good.
going to want to punch himself. That
I don't
center
need
had
to see
hit
this.
written
Okay,
all over
sick.
it,
I
and
lived
clearly he just
I
got
have the,
too excited.
this is
It was
currently the
fun.
ump
Tell
cam.
you what, when you get a pitch like that,
Okay,
you
come on,
cannot miss
choke
it.
up.
Those have a chance to go a long way.
Fouled off
Just
down the
even
right
anything
side.
in play scores Bo Bichette. We
Brothers
cannot
at the
have
corners, one away. Top
2
man,
runners
inning
on
number
base
4.
and get nothing out of it. You gotta at least get something.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Marsh settles under this one, makes the grab. Here comes the runner from third. Throw cut off, down to the plate. Tag.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And it's a 1-run game.
we got good hitting. That at bat I needed, and you can see team loves him for that. All we needed in that at bat was just someone to make contact. Okay, Ohtani is still up first.
Grounded out his first time. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
2 outs. Cut on
It's
and
all right.
miss. Struck
Let's
him
heat.
out.
Let's heat.
With number 9 for him.
Just nod your head in approval.
Back
That's
in
a
our-
really good pitch. Okay.
Ball 4, take your base.
Strikeout, single, caught stealing. Good job. Okay, this is still a really close game. 2-1 game. 2 aces kind of going at it.
In the air out towards right center. Konai sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. And a quick out number 1.
It's a
So
good
digging in,
contact.
Key Brian
You can even
Hayes.
see I was just barely late on that. Nope.
And the result, a former first-round pick back in 2015.
That's laced. Good
Next
hits.
offering popped
Right
in the
to
air,
him,
right
but really
field.
solid
Makes the
contact.
grab for the second out. And now Brett Wisely. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Foul ball there. The pitch.
Yep,
In the air, left field,
honestly,
down
that
the
could
line.
fall, and that's
Fair
gonna
ball.
fall. Sit. No, go back. Go back, Brett. He's honestly such a good hitter. Brett Wisely. I feel like that's going to be one of our unsung
Back to the
heroes
top of the lineup,
on this team.
Pete
He is
Crow
so
Armstrong
good.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Okay, Pete Crow Armstrong. Come on.
Swing and a chopper out to
he goes-
short. Got him on the off-balance throw. And
He
that
went
is
one. I was like, we could potentially run that out.
back
But good hit. A lot of good at-bats. Our at-bats are getting better. Okay, fly out, ground out, pop up. 3-pitch
And we're
inning.
back. Top 6.
We gotta help out because we're not always gonna have our ace out there. Like we gotta help out Ohtani. Oh, we gotta help him out. Okay, come on.
As a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get
This is a winnable
into
game.
his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
And a swing and a miss.
Obviously,
So,
that was on.
strikeouts.
Okay.
He should be able to rack up
Sit
some
on
more before
something
he's
here.
done in
He
this
did
one.
throw
And
Ohtani
not
the
many of these hitters
curveball.
have had much of an answer.
Wow, that
That
seems
one got him.
it's an interesting
So
one.
here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Carlos
It helps us,
Santana.
but
0 for
definitely
2
takes
in
the
this
bat
one.
out of our best hitter.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the
You
base.
gotta think he wants that one back.
Doing what he does.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
The 2 strikes may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Shohei on the go.
I think I'm there. No, I'm not.
Second, out at second.
Kind of a hit and run type situation in case I got a hit that I might be able to get Ohtani to third. Didn't work out at all how I planned. Ground out, walk, 2 run. That sucks. Yeah, that sucks.
Back in Arlington, all set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for Boston, Johan Rojas. Swing and a miss. That one at 101.
Well, that
101.
put up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across. This is where you look for the starter
Nope.
to go out through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Nope.
That one. Swing and a miss as he was out
You
front.
gotta be able to hit those. How many innings? He's only at 60. I haven't forced him to throw enough pitches.
Got it.
Like,
And
he's
up
only
to
at
12
65 pitches.
strikeouts
I
on the
almost
day.
need to
Well, you talk about a
strategically
pitch coming in on a frozen roll.
start
The
taking a
challenge
lot
is
more.
catching up to 100 miles an
to
hour.
tire
The
him
ball
out or
is just
something.
Tremendous.
Okay,
You see
Burleson,
it,
you're
at
due.
least You think you do, but by the time you swing, it's in the catcher's mitt.
As I say, I'm going to start taking pitches. Immediately swing at the first pitch.
And that one hammered. Going back. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. Yainer Diaz up next
Close.
for the Red
Good
Sox.
timing. Perfect
1 for
PCI.
2.
And PCI was right in the right spot.
Swings
It's
and
another
hits one in the air
decent
out
swing.
towards right field.
Very decent swing.
Conine makes the grab.
Okay.
And that'll end the inning. Ready to
That's
go.
all right. We got our relievers in now, so we're at a different kind of part of this. Strikeout, strikeout. Good job. Okay, this thing's attainable. Now this is where you have to be a manager at some point. This is an easy, like, I could always do a switch to get that second baseman to play third after. Like, I could do kind of a double switch, but I feel like I need, like, someone really good. I feel like I need a really good lefty to start off
So
this
they're
inning,
making a move for
personally.
a bat off the bench.
Like a Jock Peterson to come in and get something going. Especially
Swing
against
and
a
a
different
miss.
pitcher.
As he was out front that time.
I was way ahead of that, too. It's hard to not be ahead of it.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, in this one, the offense
When
is
you go from a
smarter,
dude with
so
like a
he's gonna find a way
93
to get on,
curveball.
keep the line moving.
Oh, okay, Jock. Choke up a bit.
Maybe you get 2 or 3.
Nope.
That misses.
Ninth with a 3-run lead. It should be.
No.
That hit
Thank
him.
you.
And the
Thank you.
leadoff man is aboard
Thank
to
you.
start the
Brett
inning.
Wisely.
Brett Wisely up next for the Red Sox.
Okay, this guy's a good hitter. Nope.
That's a strike.
Oh, wow.
Martinez
Nasty.
goes 6
Good.
feet 3 inches.
Really,
He features
really,
a
really
sinker,
good position
a
to
splitter,
throw that
a
ball.
slider, and he works in a four-seamer.
Nope.
Check swing, now an appeal to third, and that's going to be ruled a swing. Peterson gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Nope.
Outside low,
But I
and the count
think
1-2.
here, like, he can somehow get on base. We have the best part of our order coming out.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
First strikeout.
Either way, we have the best part of our
That
order
splitter
coming
is
out.
maybe
But
the
dang,
go-to
that's
pitch
not an
when he's looking
impressive
for a
swing
swing
at
and
all.
miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn too quickly.
Hate those swings that I just put. No.
That's down and in.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push.
What's my camera? feel like it sucks. I feel like this is a better
it's not going to get any easier. You get to the ninth,
but it's just uglier. I like the one that looks good for you guys. It's a lot easier. This is, I can actually see where the heck things are going.
In the air, center field.
It's all right.
Lopez
Good contact.
Sizes this one up.
Good placement. The Rangers aren't going to have Paul next game, so
there's part of them that's saying, "Hey, where you at, outfielder?
Boba Shep, come on."
He stayed focused and made a nice
1 for 3. At least if you can get on here, we can give Ohtani.
That's
That's why I'm going to try and be somewhat patient, because if I can even walk in this situation, Ohtani has a chance to come up in a significant spot to tie the game. That's perfect. Ohtani's got a chance to tie the game. I don't know if you believe in miracles. They might walk him, but I got him and Santana back to back. Bichette, oh, they're gonna mess with us. Oh, they're putting in a righty. Okay, what is Griffin Jack's throw? 97, 12-6. Okay.
Very big at bat coming up as Shohei Ohtani steps into the box.
Bruh!
And misses. That's strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get
that's so heartbreaking.
especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out
good
there
eye.
now that you can win this battle.
I don't like this. I don't like this view. This is too stressful for this view. This is a better view. This I can actually see everything.
Tying run at the plate.
Yeah.
That's a base hit. Peterson rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
Everybody
It's
else
an
sit.
RBI single for
Okay.
2 now.
This is
so
a game
sound
now.
in his
Good job,
mechanics.
Ohtani.
Hits
That's his
against a
second of the
firm
game, by the way.
side, and the hands just continue to
Santana
carry
hit a home
through
run here and make
the
this
middle
thing
of the field.
interesting.
Digging in,
Nope.
Carlos Santana.
Good
Not
at
even
bats,
close
because I'm
there.
worried next
And
inning
that's
we don't
ball
have
one.
necessarily the bells of the ball coming up. So
Swing and a high fly ball left field.
no. The
Nimmo
right
has it
idea.
sized up. And
In the
that's
air.
third out.
had somewhat of a chance, but not a big one. Jock Peterson is playing out of position. Okay,
Now
it's
into
an
the
easy
game.
switch. We can put Sosa there. Okay, fast forward. Stop him. At least give us a chance by stopping him. They're gonna give us some hope, and I can
And we're
play
back.
this
Here's the
strategic.
left
So
fielder, Johan Rojas.
okay, good at bats. It's only a 2-run game.
Back to work. On the ground.
That's fine. He's fast.
Lopez.
Yeah, you see how
Swings to
quickly?
first.
You see how
One up,
quickly
one
the
down.
second baseman
You
had
wanna
to
be a
kind of
great
move that
defense,
around.
You have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Olson now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything
That's
comes open. No way of
That's
making
tough.
contact with that one.
That was just an uncomfortable, ugly swing.
Andy 0-2.
No.
And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Fouls
That's
that
all
off
right.
to the left,
Good
and we'll
contact.
do it again.
Kind of
That
protecting
wasn't an
the
easy
plate.
pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Nope.
That gets
Nope,
a piece
that's
there.
all right.
We'll do it again.
Fought it off just a tiny bit early. Wow, what a great at-bat, though.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat
Gotta
coming
give
up.
the dude a little bit of credit for the at-bat he's putting together.
Swing and a miss.
Got into it, but
Gets to it
okay.
on first.
Honestly, I'm
There's
proud of
2 on
this.
following the strikeout.
Which might seem insane, but I'm not
Isn't easy
mad
to
about
hit
it
like
at
this,
all.
known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And
that's not a
first
great
offering
swing.
is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. And that one got a
That's-
piece of it.
You give me a chance. Okay, think about this. They just hit you. You're a home run away. This is a no-brainer. You bring in JD
Looks like a pinch
Martinez.
hitter for the Red Sox. JD
Well, do you bring in JD? Yeah, you do.
Martinez.
Okay, you bring in
The
JD
runner on
Martinez.
First with 2 gone for him.
Nope.
That one ran
Because
inside,
the
almost
tying
got him.
run is now at the plate. So you put together a good at-bat with him. You never know. Nope.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Be patient.
Diaz.
Don't swing at
The runner
anything
at first
stupid.
with
Just
2 gone.
be as patient as humanly possible.
Sliced
Oh,
hard,
that's
but foul.
That's bad. That's on me. That's on me. That's a good pitch. Down to our last out. Protect, protect, protect,
The Red
protect.
Sox down to their final. Got him, and that'll do it.
He got me. Okay.
Always nice to
A
win.
lot more to be proud of than to be sad about in this opening day. And I know that sounds crazy.
It all starts with the first game.
We were facing probably the toughest pitcher to hit in the game on Hall of Fame difficulty. Once the other guy came in, we got on base quite a few times.
We'll see if they can continue that
Bichette and Ohtani both had 2 hits. That's a win. That's a game number 1 win for sure. Ohtani had a really good pitching game. He gave up 4 runs, but we didn't help him near as much as we needed to. Like, we ended that game with 6 hits, which against an ace is not the end of the world. And you can see 4 of them came from our 2 and 3 hitters. And Bichette's somebody who I got high hopes for Bo Bichette. I kind of need Bo Bichette to be unbelievable. So as far as the first game, I'm not mad at it. I think there's a couple things that I would look at and be like, okay, am I really making the right, like, lineups you can kind of after think like, okay, am I making the right decision on some of these? There's nothing that I would immediately change, but I don't know, like, he's an interesting one. He's such a good fielder. But he's playing third. Is he a third baseman? Yeah, he's a third baseman. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. I saw left field. Okay, I'm going to just shut up for a minute and let's go into the next day. Because who are they possibly going to be able to pitch? Soriano versus Zach Wheeler. Okay, this seems to be a little bit of a better pitching matchup for us. So we are going to start. We're going to go. So they're going to go. They got an ace again. Wheeler. I'm going to go Soriano. This is the young kid, right? Yeah, this is the 26-year-old. So this is a big start for him. As far as lineup, I don't think I'm going to change a whole lot. I kind of liked how that looked. The only person who I'm like, I think maybe I need to play is Jock Peterson as the year goes on. But as of right now, I'm definitely cool with the way it is. Okay.
Baseball on tap. It's the Boston Red Sox and the Texas Rangers.
Let's go.
Well,
Griffin
we get to see the lead
Conn.
leader in OPS in this one today.
Griffin
he's been
Conn. This game is
outstanding
actually
this season, getting on
doing
base and
presentation
slugging.
right now.
Such
I
a
must
tough
say,
out. Really making pitchers
like,
question their life choices. Boom.
presentation-wise, beautiful. It's
If this one
impressive
started
because
after
there's
this.
clearly been some like significant energy put into detail that I don't
Ready to
remember in
go.
old franchise
And
modes.
now Pete Crow
Okay,
Armstrong.
Pete Crow Armstrong. We didn't have the greatest game with him last week, and by didn't have the greatest game, we had a horrible game with him. So
And that
I'd love
is
to just
out
get
of
on base.
play.
But even facing Wheeler, like, so much 97 versus 103 is a totally different ball game. Like, I feel like I can make good, solid contact today against 97. Like, that's good. PCI's in a good spot. We'll have better opportunities today than what we've had. It's all right. Okay, put a good swing on this.
Foul ball. It
goodness.
stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat.
Good
What I like
timing,
about this
though.
guy,
Like, look
his
at-
bat
See,
stays
that
in the
makes me
zone for a
question
long
Pete
time. Gives him
Crow
the
a little
ability
bit
to
because
foul off tough pitches.
Pitch in the
if
dirt.
that's
And
good
the count is
timing and
1-2.
PCI in the right spot, that worries me for him as a leadoff guy because we need someone who can make consistent contact.
Fouls it back
That's
with
all
2
right. Good play.
strikes.
5 foul balls in this at bat.
5
so
foul
far, and
balls.
these two are
At least we're
going
making
head to
Wheeler
head.
throw some
You can
pitches
see
here.
the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit
Nope.
more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
It's off the end of the bat. That's hit well. Hey, there we go.
Conine
Well, it was the third time that I had good
makes the
contact
grab, one
and a
down.
pretty decent PCI placement. And at last, he
Bichette
finally
up to
hits
the
it
dish.
somewhere. Okay, Bo Bichette's been nasty to start the season, hitting 500, 2 for 4.
High fly ball on that one, curling
That's
foul
all right.
down
Just
the right side.
slightly late on it.
One
Not
out,
super
base is
late.
empty.
It's just slightly late. Nope.
Almost
Not
got him.
swinging at it. No, that's bad. There we go, Bo. Right to him.
And he takes
A little
it
bit
himself
late,
for the out.
directly at him. That's all right.
Shohei Ohtani
Why are
up
we
to the
both
dish.
wearing light
Had an RBI
uniforms?
yesterday. One of the 2 runs
Okay,
they scored in the
Ohtani.
game. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, you got to be careful.
667. Well, it's early, but he kind of, realistically, if I'm going to have any shot, he sort of needs to be 667. Like, he kind of has to be amazing, or else I have no hope in doing anything. There we go. Perfect, perfect. That's going to be a double. With his speed, that's a double all day. Yep.
The throw in.
Slide.
In there safely.
All over that one right there.
Dang!
There's nothing cheap about
I'll shut up. I thought that was going to be an easy double. Okay, Santana. We got this. Perfect, perfect.
But definitely put a good swing on it.
Stepping in, Carlos Santana.
No,
This
that's
one
not it.
chopped. Man on second, 2 down. Swings and misses.
What am I doing?
Now
This
is
is
0-2.
Like, these are the at-bats that matter. You can start a game
Looks so good.
and put some pressure on this other team where you cannot. No.
Next, got to find a way here to get him in.
Caught him looking for the
Yeah.
goal.
Go looking. Runner in scoring position, and I go
We
out
go to the
looking.
bottom
Okay,
of the
I'm really
first.
excited to see how this pitcher performs. I need a good outing from him. Ground out. He's the young guy on the team. He's got a ton of
Second inning
potential.
set to go.
Kind of
Digging
need him
in,
to be
it's the
ridiculous
speedy
in the first
outfielder,
inning.
Johan Rojas.
He holds him to no runs.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what.
There we go. There we go. Rojas.
Speed pitches
He's
may
fast,
be a good
too.
Compliment to that fastball.
2 hits already in this game. 97 speed is on
And
base.
next for the Red Sox, Alec
Okay.
Burleson.
Alex Burleson. We can potentially steal 2 if need be.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
This is a great
Good timing.
dynamic
The
right
PCI
here. Speedy
was
runner at first, thinking about
so
taking
out to
second,
lunch, it's
catcher
not even
with the
funny.
pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Swing
That's gonna
and a
fall.
ball hit out
That's
towards
gonna
left
fall,
center
actually.
field.
No, it's not.
Nimmo racing over to make the catch.
That's just a really
Depending
nice
on
catch
who's up
the
next.
run right there. He saved extra bases.
No,
for
Diaz
sure.
is a
If
beast.
the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a
Let
second
Diaz
to
swing.
catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Diaz might need to move up in the lineup. I feel like I have him a little bit
Yander
low
Diaz
for
in the
how
box
good he
now as
is.
he leaves that one up high. Second inning here, no score.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Base hit.
Great at bat. Yeah, no, I'm not getting
They
thrown
get
out.
it in quickly.
With the
So
MLB
first
arms,
and
you don't really
second
run.
now.
He's not really who I want up
Through
right now.
the middle of the field.
And here
Oh,
is Key Brian Hayes.
Yep. Never mind. This is exactly what I want up. Everybody go.
Right center field.
Everybody go. Good job. Hey, welcome. I told you it was Paul. Paul was the reason that I could not make contact. It wasn't me, it was Paul. You just had to give me a little bit of time. I'll figure this thing out.
First trip to the plate in this one.
No, first and third. You got to be patient in situations
That's
like this.
downstairs.
And make
Two
sure the
balls, no
PCI
strikes.
is here, not here. You can't hit a ground ball.
On 2-ball count.
Make sure that if you go
can't
out,
miss
it's on a
it,
fly
but you
ball, so
have
keep the
to execute
PCI really
finish your
low.
pitch. If you leave something
Yeah,
out on
that's
the
a good
plate,
pitch.
it's going to bring in some runs.
That's a really good pitch. Yeah, that could have been a trap. If my PCI is high on that, that's an easy fly out.
In the air, left field,
Nice.
down the line, and it's out of play, a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him
Don't
another
hate the
breaking
animation,
ball.
but-
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hats and
That's the
misses,
only
it's a
thing you can't do
strikeout.
there.
So the Red Sox lineup
boy.
turns over.
Okay.
And Crow Armstrong up next for the
Oh,
Red Sox.
come on,
He's
Pete.
0 for 1.
Yep.
Ground ball left side.
Yeah, he's
They
going to take
take
it
the
easy
force
there.
out bottom of
Dang,
the
sorry guys. It's not ideal at all. Strikeout. Yo, the pitcher
New
is
inning getting started. So stepping in for
unbelievable
Boston, Bo
right now.
Bichette.
We're getting great
Wheeler
pitching.
back to work. Swinging a foul straight back. Out
Yeah.
to short, Castro. Fires over to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Okay.
Here's Shohei
Ohtani, I'm currently
Doubled
getting
in his first debut.
750 with Ohtani. 3 for 4 on the year.
And that one
Good eye.
just missed off the outside edge.
As he
Never
needs
say
to.
enough
Like, if I'm
about
not hitting
Ohtani.
750 with
In
him, I
2023,
got
he became the first player
bigger
in AL
problems.
NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and
so
This
good.
one could be trouble.
He's so
Makes the turn and
good.
hits for
That's a
second.
triple.
In
No,
safely.
you know what?
It's
Just
a double.
there's no
And his
reason.
second hit.
With 1 out, he's fast enough. He'll score on something else. Guys, 4 for
It's
5
not often someone
with
hits a
Ohtani.
baseball this
Just
hard.
perfect.
It's worthy of the
Perfect.
StatCast treatment, Singy.
I need more from Santana. This is where I'm saying whoever hits behind Ohtani needs to be amazing. And right now, I'm not amazing with Santana. I'm amazing with Santana.
Now this
Yeah.
one gets through. Here's Ohtani
Great at
flying
bat.
around third. He'll score easily.
Just a
And
little bit
stepping
late on it,
in
but still.
is the speedy Johan Rojas.
Yeah, they're playing pretty in on Rojas.
And
Nope.
that drops in for a
Like,
strike.
this is where I think I should have the
Santana,
catcher
the runner
instead
at
of
first
Rojas.
with 1 gone in the inning.
We can discuss that, and I might look at that after, but I think I'd be smart to have somebody else here, maybe.
In the swings
On
through
me.
the sweeper.
See if you can go upstairs
Clearly,
a little bit.
on
Make
me.
sure you
Duh.
miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Nope. Nope.
Pitch misses.
Great
Full
eye.
count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Alex Burleson on deck. Okay. Take a deep breath, everybody. Take a deep breath.
Battling
Nice.
here as he
Stay
fouls
alive.
it away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs
95,
in that
yeah.
location. Hitters, especially
Late in the
with 2
lead on
strikes,
it.
have to be ready to pull the trigger.
That's laced. Good hit.
Center field.
Good hit,
And now
Burleson.
first and second with 2 outs.
Who's after? See, this is the thing. And it's working out right now, but this is my favorite hitter right now.
Yainer Diaz.
Yainer
Next for the
Diaz,
Red
I
Sox.
think, is going to
1 for
actually
1
take
with a
the
single
spot
softball.
after Santana, or before him, depending on the pitching, because
Swing and a
that's
tap
on
for
me.
the
I
rolls
shouldn't
foul.
have swung at that. I kind of meant to check swing that, if I'm being honest. In my head, that was going to be a check swing.
And that one fouled off.
He's a good hitter.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already
Okay, I
in
would
here
say
in the
you gotta
second
be
game of the
pretty
series.
smart with what you do here.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. They get and welcome.
Not a good effort. Okay. There we go.
Back at Globe Life Field. Start
Our
of the
pitcher,
fourth, leading off.
and we need to talk about him too, and we
Keep
will.
Ryan
But our
Hayes.
pitcher is having such a good first outing of the season.
Late on
Don't
that
jinx it,
fastball.
don't blink, but
You
he's
know, these Red Sox showing
giving
great
us a
discipline
very
at the
good
plate,
chance to
and
win this if I
patience
can
definitely
keep
seems to be
getting
the name
hits
of their
against
game in this
Wheeler.
one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Brett Wisely, what's
Wisely
he
up
1
next
for
for the
4
Red
on the
Sox.
season? I need to take a better look at his hitting stats. Okay, how is he here? What was it about Brett Wisely that I like so much? 70 overall. What does he do well? Oh, his lefty. Okay.
Red
Yeah.
Sox by 2.
Weirdly, his contact versus lefty is unreal.
And that one almost got him.
Okay, set the table here, my friend. Get the top half up. Yeah,
And
there it is.
back
And
up
that's
the
a
middle. Oh, great
gorgeous
stop
play by the
with his
second
knees to
baseman.
throw. On the money, nice play.
What a play. Okay, Pete Crow. Armstrong. Yep, there it is. There it is. First hit for him. And that's the type of hitting I need from him. Just kind of slap on base hitting. Bo Bichette. Now, this is the most important at bat. Ohtani's been pretty much impossible to get out. If Bo Bichette can get on here. Oh,
Swing and a pop-up.
look at that. Just late. Like,
Lopez pulls it down, and
it's
that
not
is
like
that.
I'm wildly late.
Bottom of the
Barely
fourth.
late. Single, fly out, strikeout, still no run.
Welcome back. Quite a
Still
pitcher's duel
no
so far.
runs
Here's how
in the
starters
fifth.
are
Don't you
performed
dare
up to
take
this
him out.
point.
So back in
Swing out of my
2023,
shoes. I want a
Shohei
home run.
hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person
Nope.
to do it.
Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one before. Popped up. Castro.
Yeah, I was late on it. I knew eventually I would get out
Olson,
with
and
him. I
there's
just
one
kind of
away.
hoped I wouldn't. Like I
Next to
knew
switch
at
in first
some
baseman,
point
Carlos
someone would get him
Santana.
out, but you just hope that kind of will never end. You hope that you'll just live in
Yeah, that's
kind of the
fouled
bliss of
Santana
having a
goes
perfect
for
hitter.
it. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Yep.
Ripped on the ground to second.
Dang. Yeah,
Whips it
Santana
to
was not
first.
fast at all.
2 up, 2 down.
Great play
He's
by the
doing a
second.
nice
Second
job of
baseman's
keeping
made
the ball
two
out of the air,
unbelievable
lets the
plays.
defense work behind him with another ground
in
ball.
this game.
Good execution.
Rojas stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Activity in the Rangers bullpen. Brian Baker up and loosening in the pen. Castillo getting loose
Yep,
as well.
there it is.
Here's a swing and a line
Okay,
drive.
Johan
That's a base
Rojas.
hit in right
Unbelievable.
field.
Should
And that
he be
keeps
our
the inning
leadoff
alive.
guy? There's a lot going on in my head. He's also
And
super
stepping in for
fast.
Boston, Alec
Good
Burleson.
timing, okay.
1 for 2.
I just can't get I can't be okay with 2 runs.
Fouls one
Like
off
at
out of
some
play,
point
back to our left.
in this
I
game,
love
they're going to
this part of
figure
the
it out.
game. Does he really
And
want
when
to
they
try and
figure
steal
it out,
second against this
I need to
catcher?
make sure
I know
that
he's
I am
fast, but
ready
it's
for
pretty
that.
risky.
Runner on the go.
Yeah, he's there. That's
There's
an
a
off-speed
ball.
pitch. Yep.
Throw to second. He's safe.
That was a situation where I could take a pitch where I felt like it was worth it with 2 out.
Yeah, and sometimes
to try
it's
and
the
get him in
only
scoring
way to
position. So
catch
if I
him.
do
When
hit
you
something
see
here,
that
that's
sprint
going to drive
speed
a
on
run.
StatCast right there, it's elite, and just makes it very tough on the defense. A lot of pressure on those guys.
Not the easiest take of my life. Yes, sir! That's honestly the smartest thing I've done in this video so
Around
far.
third.
Stealing,
Score. It's
getting
an
him in a
RBI
position,
single.
Burleson,
It's 3-zip.
contact swing, just go for the base hit and get that run. Wheeler is gone. Now,
Runner at
we
first,
actually, our
2
timing
away.
against
And
Wheeler
here's
was
the
really
catcher,
good.
Yainer Diaz.
So I'm actually a little sad.
Three-pitch
that he's gone.
strikeout
But
last
anytime
time
you
up.
get rid of a
Got
90
it
overall
right in
starter,
this one.
And a swing
you
and a
can't really
miss.
be upset about it.
And
No.
this gets away
Yep,
from
move up.
Álvarez.
Move up.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
That just sucked. And there's no other way to put it. That sucked.
And that is a good
That's
eye
2-2.
on a pitch down low. And it's 2-2.
Diaz, this could be a huge. If we can get another run in here. Nope.
Just misses the mark outside the
Don't know
zone.
how
He's
I
really
just took
tightening
that
up
pitch.
his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Stays alive.
Yep.
Swing
Yup.
and a base hit.
2-0 rally, ladies and gentlemen. 2-0 rally. Good
He'll
hit.
score easily. And it's an RBI single. And it's 4-0. Now
All
a
starts
chance
with
for
1 base hit
Brian
and a
Hayes.
stolen base, and now it's 4-0.
And first offering is swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
That was straight queso right there.
And ball 1.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Yep. Another one.
And it finds
Another
its
one.
way through.
2-0 rally, ladies and gentlemen.
Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2
Who's
out.
up? We got Brett
And
Watt.
now it's going to be Brett Wisely.
Okay,
0 for
let's
2
end
in
this thing
one.
right here.
And the first pitch is
Honestly,
drilled in the air out to center.
No, not quite going to be enough.
Marsh.
Okay, that's all right. Hey, great inning. In a situation where we were at one point in a little bit of trouble, we managed to get 2 runs in. Double, okay. Thrown out. Okay, that's fine.
And we're back.
That's totally
Here's
fine.
The
they
center
got
fielder,
one.
Pete Crow
As expected,
Armstrong.
they're going to, at some point, figure it out.
Baker back to work.
I'd love to get
Swings
his
and
stats
fouls
a little
one
bit
off.
better, Pete Crow Armstrong, but it'll come. As he's probably my highest potential player, is why I say that. Like, he realistically should be, or could be the best player on this team.
Strike
That's
2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Which was.
And down
Yeah,
on
he got me.
strikes he goes. And one
Shoot.
out now.
He got me.
And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt. 0 for 3 in this one. Late on that fastball.
In the
Missed
on-deck
that.
circle, you really want to use that
We
opportunity
need some
to
better
see
at
some
bats
pitches
here. This
and
thing
time
is
up the
far
fastball.
from
Last
where
thing you wanna
Bozo
do is
for
miss
3
a
right
good
now.
hittable fastball early in the count.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
See, these
Might
relievers
be
are a lot
time to
better
choke
than
up
Wheeler
a little
was.
bit. Get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Foul balls.
No.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fights that one away in the.
Nope.
And there's a ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take
This
a
has
pitch
been a
off
bat-
at
this
all.
entire at
Makes
bat's
it so
been a battle.
difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Strike 3, and
Okay.
that's 2 in a row.
Shohei
Bases
Ohtani,
empty.
2 doubles.
And next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. The bit
Oh.
behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays
heard I
patient
missed that.
because
I
he
was
is the
late.
focal point in that lineup.
Barely
They're going
late
to pitch
on
him
it.
tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing
That's
anything,
horrible.
what you can do is become a
Just a
little
bad
too
swing.
aggressive and chase out of the zone.
No way around that. It's just a really lazy, bad swing.
Fans
a horrible
another,
swing, too.
and that's 3
Oh,
straight
you do not want to be going down anyone but
Really
Ohtani.
goes.
Okay, this could potentially be his last. If he gets into trouble, it'll probably be his last inning. Nope. Stays. Hey, keeps it
welcome
a
back to the
game.
ballpark.
4-1.
We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Carlos Santana.
Oh
Swing and a
man,
miss.
what
Nice
kind of
changeup.
a joke was that? 77-mile-per-hour circle change.
And a swing and a miss there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Yeah, I was. Thanks for asking. I was sitting off speed. Now shut up. And that's a
Swings
miss.
and misses,
Okay.
struck him out.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just
That is
disconnected
maybe
from
the
head
most
to toes
insane
in terms
miss
of
I've ever
the
seen.
sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in
that
this
at
one.
bat.
Getting straight
Hate
to
that
work.
at bat.
Man, it's about a-
Oh wow.
That
Okay.
got him.
First base.
That helps.
And next for the Red Sox, Yainer Diaz.
Okay, Yainer Diaz needs something here, my friends.
And that misses.
Oh, look at that.
1-0.
Hitting a batter with him.
Olson off of first with 2 away.
I'm gonna do a hit and run here. I'm swinging no matter what. Contact swing. Hit and
Runner
run.
takes off. Swing and a miss.
that's
Now they
not
get
it.
the runner and a run down. Puts the
You
take
got
on
it.
him, and that's the inning.
I like the hit and run
Welcome
call
back
there,
to-
even though it didn't work out. It could have worked out. Okay, come on. Fly out, line out. Oh my gosh, what a game.
Globe Life Field.
What a game.
And now
Shout
it's the
out
pitcher for the
to
Red
our
Sox,
pitcher.
Yainer Diaz.
Yep, Yainer
This one
Diaz.
smoked, could be
That's
trouble.
laced. He's hitting, I think, like
Around
550
first and hustling for
to
second.
start here.
Pulls in
I think
with a
I'm
double.
honestly
Third
going to move
hit for
him up to be
today.
my second
Nice
hitter.
double right there.
Well,
Loud
second's
contact
not
coming
dumb.
off the bat. Didn't get enough
Second wouldn't
air
be
under to
stupid.
drive it out of here, but
You could
you'll
definitely
take
make
that
an
swing
argument
and
he
that
should be
result
like
every
fourth.
time.
At the plate, Key Brian
Like have
Hayes.
lefty
And that one
and
upstairs,
Ohtani and then
ball
righty. I kind of like that. Go fifth with Santana. That's gonna. I'm gonna switch it up to that. Yep.
Swing and a ground ball up
You
the
did
middle.
good. You moved him up.
First out in
There's
the
none
top
out.
of
You
the
moved him up.
Ground out and a strikeout.
Yep.
Line drive.
Oh
caught.
boy. Dang.
That swing right there
Okay,
tells me
message
he's seen the ball
received.
pretty well. I know it
That
didn't
was
produce a
laced,
hit, but he
too.
made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Crow
Nah.
Armstrong
No.
stands
No.
in
No.
here.
No.
Trying
No.
to
No. You
back
don't
his
swing at that.
there,
No.
but went
No. No.
around.
No. No. No.
1-1.
And a foul ball. The 1-2. This
Yep.
to center
Yup.
field.
Yup. That's 2 hits
And
for
a
him.
forward
Great
base hit.
job.
In comes
That's
the
a
run from
clutch
third.
piece of
It's
hitting.
an
It's not
RBI
bounce through,
single, and they're up
but it's
by
a
four.
high average piece of hitting with Bo
So
Bichette
next,
coming up
Bo
next.
Bichette.
Bo versus righty. I'm not obsessed with.
Ground
Yep,
ball right
that's all right.
side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
I'm curious what's going on with our pitcher right now.
Ready for the bottom.
Yeah, we did take him out. Oh no. No. Yeah. Okay, let's just get some insurance.
We're back. It's the
Ohtani's
top of
up
the
with a
ninth, and there's
chance
new
to
pitcher
get
on
us
the
some
mound.
insurance and
Diego
potentially win our
Castillo.
first game. 5-1 victory and a bounce back after getting a little bit embarrassed in that first game. I was personally embarrassed. I knew we had to do something and we figured it out. No.
Pop at the plate.
That's off the mark.
What's
And the count
Castillo
even
got?
1-1.
Doesn't have anything too crazy. No.
That one missed. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout.
That's almost
for
the most
first out
embarrassing
here.
thing of the entire operation. I'm gonna give some other guys. Well, actually, I just want to see what like Jock Peterson can
In
do
the ninth.
to see if he should be a starter. So, in situations where it's not a nothing situation, but when I can switch him out, I like the idea of putting
Peterson
Jock Peterson
just
because
got
he's
a
got
piece
some
of it.
cool. Like, look at his
Base is
equipment.
empty, one away.
Like
Here
the
in top of
colors, the
ninth.
batting stance. Like he's got a really cool thing. He's a cool
Alonso.
guy.
Soto also throwing.
Oh, that's on me. I missed that. Not by a crazy. Not by that much, but I did miss it nonetheless.
Fights it
Oh.
off. You'll see it. One down, base is empty.
No. That's it.
Peterson checks
Ooh.
a swing, appeal to
Apparently
third,
not.
and no swing, says Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, there we go. Jock
Center
Peterson.
field.
Yeah, I just like the idea of him being in the lineup. I don't know why. I feel like I could make. I feel like I could hit really good.
So stepping in for
with
Boston.
him.
Johan
So it bugs me a
Rojas.
little bit that he's not, but he's not fast. Like,
Swing and all the bat went flying there.
Well, we talked
Good
about
lord.
throwing the hand.
what? Ah, what? You don't see that. I didn't even.
Hands, but not the
No
bat.
idea that
He's
was
gonna
even an
hold on to that
animation in
thing
this
and
game. Like,
You can see his
he just threw
teammates
the
over
bat.
there. If he doesn't come through with the knock, he's going to get some business when he goes back
Oh,
to the
good
dugout.
try. That's been my other hits with Rojas. They've all been opposite field so far.
Peterson
Just kind
at
of
first, one gone.
good hits through the middle, taken to the opposite side.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, there it is,
Smash
Burleson.
to the
That's
left
all right.
side.
Okay.
And that is that.
5-1 lead for our closer to kind of figure out. Guys, I think we do have what looks like our first win. It's about to go
Down to
down
the ball
here.
game
I don't
on
want to jinx it. If things get ugly, we hop in. But ground out, and pop up. The Red Sox, come on! Let's go. What a performance from our pitcher. That was a team effort. Hits from everybody. Everyone contributed in different ways. Like, there wasn't necessarily one MVP of this game, but there was a lot of players who were really, really, really good in this game. Like, that was a nice hit. I want to see, yeah. So Soriano went 6 innings pitched with 1 earned run, which is amazing. Diaz was 3 for 4. Ohtani was 2 for 5. Haynes was 2 for 4. Rojas. Like, we had 15 hits in that game. Like, we were all over him from the beginning of it. Like, Zach Wheeler did not have a good performance at all. Okay, so through 2 games, the main player that I'm impressed with is Diaz. Like, I think he's probably one of our best hitters. So I want to replace him and Santana in all the lineups. So I want to make sure I switch out Diaz to be kind of our... I like him as a 4th hitter. So 4th hitter, he's going to be near the top of the line. The other player that I'm like not totally sold that I want in the lineup is Haynes. I don't really know who would be better than him. Let's look at our minor system. So our third baseman there, Tommy Troy, I'm not convinced he's ready. Abraham Toro. How old's he? He's 28. Shortstop down there is 24, undrafted. He's got good contact, pretty decent speed. I kind of want to give somebody a chance at that spot. Like, I want a really interesting prospect who could, like, blow us away to play third. Because I don't love the third base play that I'm getting right now. Maybe the decision. So if we look at our MLB lineup, Hill Jr., 5'9". His stats are horrible. I'm actually... Is it Brett Wisely? Brett Wisely plays, though. Yeah, I think maybe it's one of these guys. This guy's actually pretty good. Okay, so it's going to be him. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move him to the MLB. Add to 40-man roster. So he's now in the MLB. I think I got to send someone down. Fernandez, I'm fine, honestly, with him moving down, and he's an easy one to move down. So the main switch is I'm going to put this dude as our new third baseman. Whoa. Whoa, I'm all out of a whack here. I'm going to put that guy as my new... What's his name? Holy smokes. Oh, he went in. He just switched for the wrong guy. No, Pete Crow Armstrong. We're going to put, yeah, Os Levis, we're going to put him there. Everyone else I'm pretty okay with. Don't really have any issues with anyone on this team. That was the main thing that I was going to switch up to give him a chance. Our best players are Diaz and Ohtani, who, funny enough, were like the first players that I took on the team. So, not really the least shocking thing. Hello, Ralph. Ralph wants to say hello. He was just meowing. We were in Europe for 10 days, so he was staying with someone, not us. And he's very, very needy at the moment. He's probably the neediest cat ever. But Maddie will be home soon. Auto fix that roster. Okay, so let's see. Who are we facing here? See, I want to start this guy. This is who I'm most curious about. The 6'7" dude. This guy's 6'6". I really want to start him. So I'm going to start him, and then just as a crazy switch up, I'm going to put are we facing a lefty? I don't know who I'm facing. I'm facing a righty. Okay, so because I'm facing a righty, That actually makes things a little bit complicated. I was gonna move. I'm gonna do it anyways. Whatever. I want to see him play. I want to see him play just to see kind of how he does in that situation. So we'll see sort of what that looks like at least. This is the swing game. It's a 4-game series to start against Texas.
We've got baseball on
Globe
the
Life
show.
at the old Rangers
Boston
Stadium.
Red
I went
Sox
to a
and the
game
Texas Rangers.
series
All right,
years ago
Siggy,
with
let's
the
get
Blue
right
Jays.
into it. He threw an absolute gem last time.
I
out.
love this game. Like the fact that they have, they're talking about Soriano and how good he did.
Hitters
That's cool.
Day long.
Like this is stuff that you'd see on like a real
today.
broadcast. What do we got here?
Ready to go now? And stepping
Okay,
in for
so
Boston,
Pete Crow Armstrong, like I said, the main change is that young guy that we brought in who's going to hit second. For some reason, I felt the need to not only call him up, but to let him be the second hitter, which slightly controversial, but I do like it. That's all right. Nope. Horrible at that. Okay, Ralph, we might have an issue here, buddy. I don't mind you being here. Okay, I like this guy. Okay, this guy, honestly, I think is going to be pretty sick. Good contact.
First offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty.
So yeah, his contact versus right is absolutely atrocious. He's a much better hitter against lefties. Like, probably realistically I shouldn't have put him here, but I did. Now we live with the consequences of the mistakes that we have made. Okay, honestly, Ralph,
Way outside. Now 1 and 2.
this dude is on.
You see a pitcher just to waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you
good
get that out.
contact.
Fights that one away.
Still, the nice
1
thing
and
is,
2.
even though like he's not really the greatest hitter ever, I don't think he's still making contact.
And it's fouled off. They'll
Like,
do
I
it
like
again.
this at bat for him, and I like the idea that I'll have someone with a little bit more upside in the lineup.
Slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Nope.
Next pitch.
Great at bat. Holy smokes. I'm a fan of this at bat. No. You're gonna mess with something. That's ridiculous. Ralph.
Appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today.
Okay, Shohei
It's pretty
Ohtani.
tough to start this
I
one.
just can't
Punch
lock
out
him
the
out
first 2
because he's
hitters of
just
this
too
ball
needy
game.
at the moment.
And somebody's going to have to put the bat on
Oh,
the
that's
ball,
good
put it in play,
contact.
and
He's gonna
get something
break
going.
my headphones. Nope.
And that one is
Good eye.
inside.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand.
Seems
probably
like
wants to
every
try to put
starter
him
in the
away with that
majors
pitch, so he's
now
got to stay
throws
ready for
97.
it.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field.
Go.
Marsh
Whoa.
ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Oh my goodness,
We'll go to the
killing
bottom
me.
of the first.
That was the announcers. I don't even know where my I think my camera moved. Okay.
Here's
The announcers got me pumped up. I am super excited to just see on the side how this pitcher does. Great pitching from our young guys. I'm feeling insanely optimistic and happy about the selections that I made pitching-wise. Nope.
That
don't
one
swing at
almost
that.
got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Woo, a
3
6'2"
for
righty,
4,
25 years old.
double and an
And he was a
RBI
6th
for
round
Diaz.
draft pick in 2021. Swinging a foul out of play.
Put together a good at bat.
Hit in the air,
Honestly,
center field. Marsh
Good
moves under
contact.
it.
Late on it, but
Makes the grab, one away.
still quite good.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana.
Oh boy. Nope.
Swinging a foul back, that's out of play.
I
One
was
down,
really
base
late
is
on
empty.
those, wasn't
Check swing, did he go?
I?
Yes,
Carlos,
he did.
there's no point, buddy.
Alvarez
Absolutely.
gathers, throws the first. And
Okay.
So far.
next to hit, Alec Burleson.
not
And
a
he
good swing either.
swings and misses at the
Oh,
initial
okay.
line.
Not necessarily the start to the break game that I wanted. Not putting a lot of great swings on these.
Swings through that one for strike
I'm
2.
missing
This guy's not
a
wasting
lot.
any pitches.
My
Hitters
PCI
gotta
seems
get into
just out to
swing mode. This is
lunch
a
right
good
now.
time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you.
Spoils a 2-run. Not close with that one, and now it's 3-2.
Okay, keep this up.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Back in Arlington.
Okay, so our pitching, at least so far, has been excellent. Single, strikeout, line out, walk, ground out. Okay, no runs.
And we're back.
We need better
Left
at bats,
fielder,
though.
Johan
Like, we're not
Rojas.
making this pitcher work at this point at all. Last game, I felt like we were just
Back
getting,
to the mound
yeah,
and
he
hit
got
him.
me.
Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with
With a
an
fast
out
run. You
after
saw
a
how
tricky
quickly
start
he
to the play.
realized he had to get rid of that ball.
Bichette
Bo
up to the
Bichette, who
dish.
was demoted for no reason.
Swings and misses. That's strike 1. No ball.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I was 0 for 5 with him last game. That's why he got demoted. I knew there was a reason.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field.
Right. 2.
Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Now it's the second baseman, Brett.
I don't know how Brett Wisely has a job. He just sneaks in every lineup. I feel like I don't even realize that he's there. Is how he gets in.
Wisely. So now a pinch hitter, Lenny Sosa.
Like, I don't realize that he's in, or else he wouldn't be in, because his stats are not great.
Low, ball 1.
Where Sosa is, well, his stats aren't. I don't think either of these guys' stats are great. I think I just took out a lefty. Okay, I'm making some questionable decisions right now. I think I just took out a lefty for a righty, which I probably shouldn't have done. No.
2-2.
Nope. Just get on base here. Oh.
And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised.
Oh my gosh, that's a take that you
He'll
just.
take that all day.
Oof.
Pete
Crow had a really good game last week, or last night. He was solid. That's good timing, just a bit above it.
And a swing and a miss.
That's enough.
And the next pitch is way outside. Swing and a high fly ball right field.
Maybe? No, it's all right. Okay, at least good contact and a walk. We got top of the order coming up next. Okay, come on. Fly out, walk, strikeout, fielder's choice. Let's go. Love this. Love this entire team right now. Feel like our pitching, I drafted really well pitching.
That's outside.
This is the guy who we might be talking about in a little bit, that he's the best franchise decision ever.
I'm specifically talking about the
Or we
first
won't.
pitch. These guys are
Like, that's laced. Low key, he's out. But that was laced. He's had 2 good at bats. I love him. He's my new favorite player. Okay, Ohtani, I've struck out a few times in a row with him. I kind of got to get that together.
Got to be careful. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
What?
That was an impressive running catch out there, Chris. And StatCast tells us he covered well over 100 feet to make that grab.
Clearly, that was not an easy play. I mean,
I don't even want to talk to anybody right now. What the heck was that? He's disgustingly good. Dang it. Okay, I'm a little sad. I'll be honest. I'm a little sad about that. I thought that was going to be our first home run. It was decent contact.
tank.
And it would have been nice to get one with Ohtani, especially in a game like this where you're pitching once again is holding
stands in now, looks
the
at that one
Rangers to
inside.
nothing. We got to do something to help out. It's just been, at this point, this has just been a really good pitching matchup.
And that one
A
fouled
little late
off.
on it, buddy.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That one fouls it off. That one is upstairs.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste
Such a good
pitches
at-bat.
on one hitter.
3-2 count. That wasn't the easiest take of my life either.
And down on strikes. In a nice inning of work. Bottom 4.
Solid at bat though. Okay, pitching continue to go crazy.
Back at Globe Life
No
Field.
runs. I can't rely on that the
First
entire
baseman
year, but for now,
Carlos Santana.
holy smokes, we're getting help. This is also not the greatest hitting team.
Up the middle.
Nice play by 59.
Over to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. And next for the Red
Burleson.
Sox,
Burleson's
Alec Burleson.
He's good for the odd hit. He's a pick that I'm quite proud of. I
Fought
actually really
off
like him.
foul.
He's
He's got good contact, like he's 80 contact, 67 power, good vision.
Throwing the ball
He's
very
pretty
well.
all around.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
This one in the air. Clement makes the grab.
That ain't it, folks.
That one out
Please?
to right.
That's a triple if it lands.
Tracks
Wow.
it.
Okay, so I believe, yeah, we're getting no hit at this point. Ralph, what are you doing? Ralph's back, guys. Ralph has returned.
Back in Arlington.
So we are
Top
currently,
of the 6th.
at this
And
stage,
stepping in for
he brought me a
Boston,
toy.
Bo Bichette.
At this stage, we are getting no hit.
Little
So
chopper rolls foul.
something's got to
The
give.
Red Sox just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup. capable-
Nope.
That one not close. Gonna count 1 and 2.
Okay, work the count a little bit. We gotta just develop. Our patience is not there right now. Yeah, there it is.
On the
Bobichet's
ground, and
back.
that's
He got
through.
demoted for.
Their first hit of
He had
the
one
ball
bad
game.
game and he got
And
demoted to
aboard
8.
on the leadoff
Is
single.
what it is.
Well, there goes the dream of the
It was
no-hitter.
nothing
Once you
personal.
get the
This is
ball
the
by the
player that
pitcher,
I don't
there's a
know
lot
why
of base hits up the middle, even on
I brought in
ground
was
balls. So nice
Pena.
job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Puts
I'm
a
gonna
bunt
bunt.
down. Lopez.
Yep.
Tosses
Good
the
job.
first
See,
out.
that, my friends, is
That's a
just
good
smart.
piece of hitting right
I
there.
believe that that's a good
Charges to
decision
move the
because
runner
that's my
up and
9
give
hitter.
your team a chance to score the
There
goal.
really isn't a
That's
point
exactly
of trying to
what
do anything
happens.
crazy with
So
him.
you
Just
believe
get
the
Bichette in
teammates are
scoring
happy
position.
that
That's
you
your
were
go-ahead
there.
run.
Late swing.
And you got
Foul to the left.
the top of the order coming up. Okay, come on, Pete.
Next
Nope.
pitch, the young right-hander up and throwing. Schreiber warming up as well. With the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're the top half of the 6th.
One good hit. There it is. There it is. Yep. Send him. Send him. Got him. There it is. Go ahead run. Took a lot of innings.
It's 1-0.
Good job.
And next for the Red Sox.
Okay, this is the young guy.
0 for 2 in this one.
0 for 2 with 2 good at-bats, though. Like I said, I took a chance on him.
If he were an
He
average
should
catcher
probably
behind
only
the plate,
play
I'd say
versus
take
lefties,
second
though,
base,
because his
but
stats
this
are
isn't a
pretty
catcher you want to run on. His quick release
relaxed.
is unreal.
Runner on the move.
Yeah, I'm there all day.
Throw to second and great jump.
Okay, it's going to be
Here's what I
0-2,
think the manager's
though.
thinking right now. Today, we're not
Unfortunately
dropping the ball.
for him,
It's
I had
hard
to
get
take that
extra
pitch,
base
but
hits. We've got
I
to make
felt like I
something
had to
happen
move
get
him
a
up,
runner in
even
the scoring
if it's
position.
just for
That's
Ohtani in
stolen
the next
base.
at-bat.
Excellent call. Now all
Nope.
it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Man at second.
Nope. Good at bat, man. Good at bat.
In the air,
Hey.
right field.
Hey,
Conine
shout
puts it
out.
away. Runner tags at second, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
That's another good at bat though by him. He's proven a lot to me.
Shohei Ohtani.
Maybe it hasn't been as obvious to you guys as it is to me, but I think he's going to be amazing.
And that
Nope.
misses. And that's ball one. Runner at third, 2 away.
I got robbed with Ohtani in the last at bat.
Ball
Nope.
outside.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out.
Whoa!
And a base
Whoa,
knocks in a run.
Good hits. Hey, we got rid of that pitcher quick, which
2
is
outs,
crazy
runner at
because
first.
we had no
Diaz
hits
up
last
next for the
inning.
Red
So to
Sox.
get rid of him, when he didn't even have that high of a pitch count, makes no
Cut on
sense
and
for
lifted
them.
in the air.
Especially with that, like,
Squeezes it,
after a hit
and
to
that is
Ohtani.
that. 5.5 minutes.
It's not like that's a bad
Bottom of the
pitching. That's not a bad reflection on the pitcher. Okay, fly out, hit by pitch, caught stealing, ground out. Wow. We got some
welcome back
stellar
into
pitching
seventh.
going
We have a new
on.
pitcher on the mound, Julian Merriweather.
Julian
He's making
Mayweather.
his second appearance of the season. On the ground
Oh,
at first,
boy.
and it goes just
Boy, oh
foul.
boy, oh boy.
0-2 now.
Mm-hmm.
Up the middle,
It's gonna be right to him.
tosses to first.
Oh, that's
to
just
short.
off the end of the bat. No, we're not gonna
Tosses to
worry about
first, and a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. And
Couple of
stepping in for
ridiculously
Boston,
quick outs.
Johan Rojas. There's
that.
a
Oh,
strike.
boy.
Red Sox by 2. Off the mark there, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
Hit in the air.
Yeah,
left
it's gonna be a
field.
pop-up.
Nimmo has
Okay,
it
we don't have
sized
much
up.
of a lead. We
And
need
puts the
some.
squeeze
We
on
need
that one.
my pitching needs to continue
Welcome
to
back
be
as we take a look at how
phenomenal, and if it is, we will be totally fine. There it goes. Yeah, they got one strikeout. Okay, it's gonna be a game. It's not gonna be as simple as
Justin Martinez.
just a 2-0
Trying
win.
to keep this one close here, and this
Ah,
is
it's
where a
an early
bullpen can
swing,
give their players a
98,
chance to
just
fight
late.
back into the game.
First pitch, and
Square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Alvarez down to first.
Hate that
Center fielder,
at
Pete
both of
Crow
those.
Armstrong.
Okay, Pete.
Got it started a little too early.
Pete's playing like a
Strike one.
leadoff. 250 with
91
stolen bases
on
is
the
fine. And he's
slider
had
right there. That's a
situational
hard
hits.
one. That's a low-end
Like in a
fastball
lot
for some
of
pitchers.
crucial spots, he's found a way on
That one
base.
lifted to left.
It's a good slap hit.
Nimmo sizing this one up.
Yeah, he's got it.
Makes the catch.
Okay,
and a goal.
that's all right. Going into, we're gonna have our top guys coming up. It's just gonna come down to pitching. Yep, 3 up, 3 down. Okay, this is
And
just
we're back.
insurance.
All set to start the 9th in this one.
Chance
Now the
to
number
start
2
our
hitter,
season
Jose
2-1.
He was
Oh,
late there. Strike 1.
You're ball, 1 strike.
Not it. Nope.
Cut out and missed. Struck him
Okay.
out. And a
We're gonna
strikeout
rethink
for the
that
first
for the
out
future.
here in the
I
9th.
do love him,
Now here is
but I can't keep
Shohei
freaking out
Ohtani.
over the good contact. Like if you're hitting second, I can't just care about the
Pitch misses
contact.
inside. 1-0.
We need
He never
insurance,
moved because
folks.
he never had time to.
We desperately
That kind of
need
velocity,
insurance here.
you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field.
That ain't it. That ain't it.
Pulls out. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Not looking like they'll be adding
One
any
and
insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Swing
Ah,
and
it's
a
a
miss.
miss.
And 1-2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes.
Oh! Okay, we're going to extras, baby. Come on, shoot.
Martinez back to work. First pitch swing.
Oh, I knew it as soon as they got the single and the stolen base. I'm like, we're cooked.
You don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
He's got
Honestly, we can tag up on that.
And he makes it up to third with 1 away.
That was hit far enough to where
So the go-ahead run and
it
scoring
was definitely
position.
far enough to where we
And
can
next to the
tag
Red
up.
Sox, Alec Burleson.
This is kind of who you want to.
On the inside corner for a strike.
Burleson's a good base hit guy, although I could.
Situation right
You know what? Oh, wait.
here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Marsh moves under it.
Yeah.
Drops into the glove.
Unless he's got the most insane arm ever. Okay. Not really. When you're running on second, you expect a little bit more out of yourself in these situations. I'm going to put Jock Peterson in.
And now,
there you go.
Like one run, it
RBI there. It's a great
probably
bat.
doesn't win a ton of games in extras when you run on second, but it is what it is.
and there's a strike.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help
So
him here today.
stupidly hard right there. That's inside.
Ball.
Some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Brian Baker up and throwing. Soto, the lefty, warming up as well. 1-1 now.
Nope. That's all right.
Side,
Nice
hard
hit.
hit. He
Okay.
takes it himself to
Whoever
the
is
bag,
going
and that'll
in,
do it.
I'm just going to
Staying
say
in the game.
I have no idea how to pitch in this game. I haven't done it. I've played Road to the Show in this. I haven't thrown a single pitch all year. I wouldn't even know what to do. So I'd rather do this. Come on. Come on! Great job!
This is a big win
Go.
on the road.
Came down to extra innings. I don't even know who got the clutch hit. It was 2 sack flies, I'm pretty sure. 2 sack flies. We found a way to win. Really good pitching performance. Cade Smith gets the W for us, who was a pretty, maybe my second pick. I don't know exactly, but he was one of my earlier selections. We only had 3 hits in the entire game. Like, it was definitely a hitting performance that we could look and be like, okay, we got some issues, but at the end of the day, solid box score. If we go down here pitching wise, we got Jacob had 6 innings of 1-run baseball, 1.35 ERA. It was Caleb Ferguson who allowed the runs. That's one thing I wish I could take over and not get rid of him, because I felt like our pitcher was dialed in. Like, clearly, he was doing lots of good things. That was an ugly, weird win. We got one more game here against Texas. I'll talk about the lineup kind of when we actually get in this, because I feel like depending on who's pitching, that makes such a big difference. What are we getting? Are we getting a lefty or a righty? We're getting Nick. Okay. I'm going to go with the 6'6" Cuban. I did it. I didn't mean to. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't help it. I just want to see what he can do. Part of me felt like I saw something. Maybe I'm just like, I have blinders on to the world, but I really felt like I saw something in that last game. But realistically, I probably didn't see anything.
Pitch coming at you right after the break. Here's a speed.
I think it's all in my head. This is a beautiful day in Texas. This is a great atmosphere. I'm smiling just looking at this atmosphere. Gorgeous. That's part of the reason I'm the Red Sox. I'm excited to play night games at Fenway.
Late with the swing there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch.
Yep, you're there, 100%. Fastest, yeah.
The out close play. Here's the third base.
Can you challenge in this? Is there a challenge option? I wholeheartedly believe that I was there. No, he got me. Yeah, look. Wow. Dang. I was 100% sure that I was there. But no, he just barely got his foot there.
Gets him to chase after that one.
On the mound, you take
I'm about to lose my job as a manager.
Willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count.
Never mind. Shut up. Everybody, all the haters of him, I know you're out there. You thought I was crazy for putting him in again. Well, kick rocks. You're crazy for not putting him in again.
Yeah, that's right. Shohei hit a milestone here in 2024. This is the side of his
to second, but way too late. Safe.
Good job. Let's get on the board a little earlier in this game. That would be greatly appreciated.
The 1-0. Swings and jacks one deep to left center.
Are you not entertained?
Safe spot to that one. He sends it out of here. It's 2-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the feeling I've waited for. It took 4 games to get one with Ohtani. It was well worth the wait. Well worth the wait. Perfect. Contact, opposite field, no doubter. He knew it, you knew it. Everybody knew that was gone. 4-11. We got robbed last game. Right at the warning, completely robbed. And the rookie dude who I gave a chance to, he was on base. Yep, there we go.
And this could be trouble.
Diaz is nasty. He's so good.
Heading for 2.
As a catcher, to be able to get that hitting, and he's a great. I personally think that was an amazing decision by me to take him. Hate it or not, this is somebody who is about to get replaced. If he doesn't get a hit in this game, he's too old to suck. He is. I'd rather bring in a 18-year-old double-A player from Double-A because he can also strike out and go 0 for 4. I don't need it to be Santana, and I should be better with Santana.
Make sure that he can barrel up.
That's not it.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
I was hit a long ways. I got actually super good contact on that.
Good job. Righty delivers. That
Nope.
one off the mark.
Good at
Count
bat.
1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little
And
bit.
that
Make
catcher
sure
can
you
run
miss
too.
up and
He's
out of the
49
zone since
speed.
you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Okay. 2 for 11. Not a hot start.
And first offering
All
is
right.
fouled off. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Put one back. And that ball is out of here.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness. Top 5 things I did not expect.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew
2 home
it
runs
wasn't coming
already
back.
in this game is wild. How far was that?
450 feet.
Yeah, and not
450
many players
is
can hit home runs as
insanity.
far
I
bases.
cannot believe I got
That was
450
one heck
and
of a swing
4
for
runs.
baseball.
Last game we had 3 hits the entire game.
Yohan Rojas
We're gonna get rid of this.
stands in
This
here,
pitcher
leaves
is
that
gonna
one
be
off the
out.
inside.
This pitcher is not gonna last long at this rate.
Swing and a miss.
That's one right
And the
through
count
it.
is 1-1.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult
Nope.
to catch up to, especially with that
That's fine.
velocity.
4 runs already in the frame here in the finale of this 4-game set.
Yep.
Base knock right field.
It's a base knock. 4
So
hits
many
already.
reps in the cages, working on going to the
Yep,
opposite
another
field,
one.
and it doesn't always
Holy
translate into the
smokes.
game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
That's
The
crazy
throw to
too.
third, and he's out.
Wow.
Cut
Wow.
down, and that ends the inning.
I don't regret what I did, but I could easily get to. I could see how someone could fly out, ground out. Great start. I could see how someone could get to a point where they would regret it, but I don't. I feel like he had 98 speed. If it wasn't for just an all-world throw, I think there's a very good chance I would have been completely fine with there. Okay, Pete, Crow, Armstrong, come on.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
1-0.
No, wow.
Right there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No. You cannot swing at that. No. Nope.
3 ball, 1
3-1.
strike.
Swing
Oh,
and a
boy.
miss as he was late that
3-1,
time.
and you get the pitch that you
Breaking
want.
ball. Try to go
And
get
you're
the
late on it.
fastball
That's pathetic.
slightly elevated. He just having a hard time catching up.
That's
wanna
a good
walk
at
him.
bat right there. He was down early in that plate
Playing with
appearance.
fire.
Works the walk. Man
Probably
at
the
first
worst
with one
person in the
gone.
league to
And next for
walk.
the Red Sox, Oslevis Basabe. Pavetta keeping an eye.
One of the best pop times in the game.
Runner on the go.
Yeah, you're not going to get him.
Throw.
I'm going
Save.
probably
That's a
realistically
stolen
first
base.
pitch with him every time. As long as I time it decently, he's going to be there. 1-0. Okay, I got a chance for an RBI with this guy.
Check swing, and he went. And the count
I did. Can't deny it.
There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's towards center.
Honestly,
Marsh moves under it.
no point. Ohtani's
Nabs
up.
it. And there's
Don't
2
need to.
away.
Yeah, we would have been there, but with Ohtani coming up after he had a home run last time, there's
aboard.
absolutely
Shohei Ohtani up to
zero
the dish.
reason.
He's already
to
homered
risk
here in
that.
this one. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Nimmo ranging after it.
Hit well.
He's
Okay.
got it.
You had to
And
work a
that
little
is
bit
that.
for it.
No run.
Okay. Good hitting.
We
We're getting on base consistently. Strikeout, fly out, ground out. This team also just doesn't have good bats. If you look at their lineup, I'm in no way surprised that we've held them.
Center field.
Great
Marsh
contact.
settles under
Holy
it and
smokes.
makes the catch. And there's 1 away.
That was good, and I think my
Santana.
PCI was exactly where it needed to be.
First pitch
No.
misses. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty.
One down, base is empty. And that's outside. And it's fouled away. 1 out, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
On the
Yep.
ground, right
Thank
side.
you,
It's
Santana
through for
was
a hit.
so
So a
due.
man aboard now with 1 away.
He was stupidly due. He didn't homer. He homered in this game.
That
That's-
one's upstairs, ball 1.
It's a horrible pitch, that one. 12-6. That's probably the easiest pitch to take in baseball. A 12-6 at your head.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Goes down swinging for the strikeout.
What are you doing?
Well done behind the
Seriously,
dish.
man. What are you
Johan
doing?
Rojas now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Oh, I hate that.
And first offering is fouled off.
I hate that with a passion. I hate lazy. My pet
2
peeve is
outs.
lazy at bats.
High
Where it's
fly
like,
ball lifted in the air right
There's
field.
no. When you have bad
Cole
swings and
makes the
don't work the
grab,
count,
and
that's
that's
my
the
pet
third.
peeve. Okay. Pitching
Back in the
continues
ballpark.
to be phenomenal. Cannot You trying not to get too used to it. Okay. Like I said, trying not to get too used to it. We got a game. Shoot. Okay, 4-2. They figured us out a little bit. I hate the lighting now, too. I can't see nothing. This stadium sucks. Hot take, this is the worst stadium ever. Glare-wise. The glare sucks.
Fires across the diamond. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. So digging in, Brett Wisely.
Okay, Brett, choose wisely what to swing at.
And that is out of play.
This pitcher is still in the game. And I showed a lot of trust in him, letting him continue because it looked like his night was going to be over. Nope. All right, my wife is texting me. I'm good. I'm back. I'm back. Don't worry.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Really great change of speeds. He
Super
goes
late
off
on
the
that.
off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
To the right side. On to first.
All today.
Yep.
Swing and a ground
Yes,
ball.
sir, Petro. Good
that
job. That's
extends the
not
inning.
who you want on base. Okay, we needed that. 2 outs. Okay, I'm not going to
next,
send him.
Oslevis Basabe.
Okay,
1
come
for
on,
2.
Basabe. 1 for 2.
On
Yep.
the ground, right side. He
sucks.
takes it himself to the bag, and
That I got brutally cheated. Single, strikeout, pop up, single, strikeout. Okay, we found a way to kind of stay alive. 4-2 game still.
Brian Baker.
Brian Baker, this is a new pitcher.
Right here. Got to do his best to keep the score
Oh,
right where it is.
boy.
He swings and fouls one off.
You know, these Red Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate.
No.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Okay, 1-2 count. Choke up a little bit or something here. No.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Feel like he's gonna make a mistake right now.
That one misses.
Sort
and
of
now it's
did.
3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Hey, take that all day.
You know, I think he's okay with that.
I think with
outcome.
Ohtani, I
It
need to
wasn't
make an
intentional
effort to be a
walk,
lot
but
more
he
patient
wasn't
than I have
exactly
been
trying to
too.
attack the zone either.
Like most pitchers, if this game is accurate, are gonna pitch away from him.
Diaz at
So,
the plate now as he chases
There'll
after
probably
that
be a
one.
lot of cheap, easy walks that I can draw if I just show a good amount of patience.
Strike 2.
That's a miss.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss.
That's the
Came out,
worst
and
at
the
bat.
runner holds.
Well, take a look
Oh,
at the play pitch sequence
man.
here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away.
That was a good morning, good afternoon, and good
As a
night.
pitcher, you can
Okay,
really expand the
Santana's
zone and see
contact's
how
pretty
aggressive
good.
that
You can
hitter's
run.
going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there,
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left.
some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Runner takes off. Pitch
Yeah,
misses
I'm
in.
there.
Safe at second, and
Stole that by
that
a
was
lot.
not close.
As the announcer said, that was not even close.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Weird, below it.
You got to be able to take the donut off the bat, partner. Walk away.
Yep.
Burner into the outfield for a knock. Here's Ohtani flying around third. He'll score
job.
easily. And it's an RBI
Santana's
single.
figuring it out.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Santana, the base runner at first with 1 out.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Struck
What a
him out
meathead.
swinging. Nice job behind the
On
plate.
that
Really
pitch.
nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him off inside, then
Oh, I
away,
don't like
back
that
inside
swing
again,
at all.
and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
Yeah, it's just fading. Too much spin on it.
And a big swing and a miss.
He can live up in the zone all day.
Oh,
Hitters will
shoot.
chase it. That's just
This
too much
had
velocity.
crazy
Hitters gotta work
potential,
down
but it
in the
fell
zone.
off a cliff.
Outside.
Nope.
Next offering is up. Up inch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout.
Shoot. Okay.
Top of the 6th inning. And stepping
They're
in
making
for
this, they're
Boston,
slowly
Bobby Witt.
clawing back. And work not.
Check
Oh,
swing, but he went too far. Strike one.
They're
On paper, it's favorable to have
they're
a
slowly
fairly quick
clawing
inning
back,
here
and
with
we're
2
not
or 3 hitters
really.
he's set to face
I think I
batting from the
peaked
left
early
side,
in this game.
Same side he throws from.
Is the best way I would put it. I haven't had a ton of good at bats as of late.
That's
No.
the ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. This one. That's off the mark. Castillo, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
This one popped up. Castro. He swings
Oh,
and
boy.
misses. It's 0-1.
I'm getting
It might be
just.
time to choke up
I'm
a
excited
little
to
bit, get that
see.
front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right
I'm
now.
excited to see the
Way
next
high
dude,
with
the
that
rookie,
one.
because he's
1-1.
apparently really good against lefties. So that's kind of a point of optimism.
Just missed.
Just barely missed.
That one
Oh,
fell
that's
off
all right.
2-2. That's
Nope.
down and in.
3-2. It's hard to know what to do here.
Swing and a miss.
It's,
Struck him out.
that could not
it's a
be more
1-2-3.
catastrophic. Especially with him, like if I take that pitch, he's on second. We have 2 good hitters.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Oh wow, home run. Whoa, we got a game, folks. Nobody said this was gonna be easy. Top of 7. Dang it!
Ready to make his season
Do we ever
debut.
have a game? And of course, they take out the
That one
lefty.
curling foul down the right side. Schreiber, 31 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
I
Swing
can't see
and a miss, and
nothing.
that's
The
strike
glare
2.
sucks. The sun sucks. The glare sucks. Everything sucks.
And that strike 3 led back to the sweeper and got the strikeout.
He's really
That's
good
fine.
hitting the
I
baseball.
don't. I think
the
he's gonna stay in the
pitcher
lineup,
for
but I
having
don't think
out in
I
front
can
of that
really
pitch.
justify having him
Clearly,
in
he
my
had a
second.
full-
That experiment's
Shohei
probably over.
Ohtani, and it was a homer
We don't
back
have
in
to
the
talk
first
about
inning
it.
that got his day started at the
It
plate.
just is what it
Yeah,
is.
Boog, 2-run
We don't wanna
blast.
talk
Fans
about
were
it.
just still getting into their seats here at the
Why
ballpark.
not?
So if you showed up late to this one, you
We
missed out
kind
on
of
a
need
big moment
insurance,
early on.
Ohtani. I hate to be the guy to tell you.
Next offering is downstairs.
Nice
And he
hit.
grounds
Oh,
one
they had
back
the
up the
shift
middle.
on.
Throws to first.
We talk about how the ball is coming out of the
Can't
pitcher's hand.
see. I really
This
like.
one's blasted. It's
Go!
got a chance.
Whoa, is that? Oh,
Onto
good
the
try.
track.
It really is hard to see. Okay, we are in. This thing's gonna get interesting. If they can. Okay, that's
Back
big.
at Globe Life
a
Field.
big
we're in the
inning.
top of the eighth.
5-4
And here's the
still.
first baseman, Carlos Santana. Schreiber back to work. Out to center.
It's a good piece of hitting. Right to him, but
And he hits a ground ball right side. Fires to first in
nice
time.
play.
And next for the Red Sox, Johan Rojas. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. Out there to center.
You know what? You know what?
Marsh brings it in with a nice run.
Okay, we need pitching.
Back in.
Desperately, we need pitching. That's not it. Okay, we got a tie game again in the 9th.
Back now.
Okay, we got to be strategic here with how we play this.
That one to first.
PCI placement was
He'll do it
mint
himself.
condition.
And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
PCI was good. This is a really easy person to substitute. Like, he is the easiest substitute ever. And it's going to be Jock Peterson. Jock Peterson's got, he's hitting 500. So I think he's 2 for 4 when I put him in. So, and I don't want to start him because I like having him as an option. If he could play first base, I would let him be the guy instead of Santana because they're very similar.
Swing and a miss.
But I would lose the fielding, obviously. Oh, shoot. Okay, we need insurance, folks. Not insurance. We need a go-ahead run.
Late that
That's a
time,
bad swing.
strike 2.
It's a bad swing.
And there's a ball.
Nope.
And it remains 2-2.
Okay.
And that one almost hit him.
3 balls.
All tied up here at the top of the 9th.
Okay. 3-2 count. Be selective.
And that liner
Yep,
got
you're
him.
on. He's good. Jock Peterson's a big part of this team. Jock Peterson's a big part of this team. Yeah, it's exactly what I'm gonna do. I don't have anyone fast though. Sure, I guess we'll go Sosa.
Making a move at first. Entering is the
Shoot.
pitch runner, Lenny Sosa. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And
Nope.
he takes one right
dang.
on the black. Strike 1.
It's a good pitch.
You've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And that's off the inside edge. 1-2 to count.
What do you guys think about a bunt?
And a sack.
Because I feel like there's a chance. Oh, yeah, he's there.
He is safe.
Love that call.
Sometimes you
And
can get a
I
little
just
too
came to me. I'm
aggressive
like,
trying to cut off that
feel like
lead
this guy's
run
fast
and
enough
try to
where
make
I should
something
bunt.
happen that really isn't there. Got to take that sure out at first base. Not sure what happened right there in terms of communication.
Basabe at the plate now.
Okay.
And that's inside.
Clutch up, kid. Clutch up. Just do whatever you can to get Ohtani out.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third
Just a
baseline.
little bit ahead of it. Not much. Definitely ahead of it.
And that one foul. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Nice work there to get the
this is-
strikeout, and that's
this
a
is who you
big
want out.
second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd
Especially
is
against
fired
a
up.
righty.
They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position.
Don't be
This
afraid.
is
That's a
big
great
moment
pitch.
in
Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
Man, oh man,
Like,
I don't know
he
how you
could
take
have. I could have been
circumstances
rung
as
up with
close
Ohtani
as
right
it
there.
gets.
That's
Nope.
way outside.
2-2.
It's 2-2. Now one
3-2.
miss.
What an at bat.
And with
What
2
an
outs
at-bat.
and the count full,
You're
the
gonna get a
runners
pitch to
will be
hit
on
here.
the move.
Attack it and hit it out of the park.
Chases the fastball up the left.
3. Ball 4. Take your base. 3.
Okay. We go to extras for the second night in a row.
So here's Boston's
We're
cleanup
going
hitter,
extras.
Yonder Diaz. Swing and a miss. That one at 99.
That's a bad swing.
Swings through that.
As a pitcher, it's going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Got him looking.
No comment. No comment.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
What is that?
Come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Because, yeah, they're going to...
And it stays 0-2.
You pretty much need that run to come in if you're going to have any chance in extras. Okay, choke up a bit, Santana. Choke up. I like that I'm making contact, but I'd much prefer if this was...
Inside. Really think the outer half is open.
The 0-2.
Nope.
Ball one there. Fights it off. Feels. That's a ball. Tried to sweep
9 pitches in 1 at bat. What's about to be the 9th pitch of the at bat? About to be this is going to be a 10 pitch at bat. Holy smokes! And it's going to determine the game. So, wow, could be the greatest walk of all time. If I pull off a walk here, I am the GOAT of walking. Okay, 12th pitch.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, that makes me sad.
Taking over on the mound for the Rangers, really Justin Martinez. This is his 3rd time out this year. Olson in now, takes ball 1 off the
That
plate.
guy has to score. Like, there's just no other way to put it. He has to score. Yep.
Hard hit left side.
He's not gonna score.
Okay,
I don't know who's pitching for you, but you gotta bail me out. This would be a devastating. Good game. What?
So bases all loaded up. And here is Johnny DeLuca. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
I don't think I should pitch.
Excellent work to
I don't think that I should do this. I don't think I know how to do this. Okay, I'm going to go back to this. I don't think it should be me. Wow. What? How on earth did we get out of that? What in the world? Okay.
In the dirt.
I don't know how this game's still going on. Personally,
and no movement on the bases. It's ball 1.
The game should have been over.
Late swing. Ground ball right
That's
side.
huge.
Squirts through.
You know what? No, actually don't send him.
Stop sign goes up at 3rd.
That's a really mature move by me. That showed just the most maturity I've ever seen in my life. Because if I go there,
on second to start extras is critical. You want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
Yeah, that's outside. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And the count 1-2. There goes the runner. In there for strike 3. Go to second.
Right there trying to avoid that ground ball double play. Send them by the
97
defense.
speed dude.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Oh my gosh.
Sosa up next for
That
the Red
was
Sox.
the worst
Swing and a miss.
thing I could have done.
2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position.
I thought I was safe to steal. With 97 speed, I was like, there's no way.
That one in
Now I
triple
got
digits.
everyone. Can I sub him out with 2 strikes? Is that legal?
Not able to catch up to that velocity.
Oh,
Looks like it'll be a
boy,
pinch
oh,
hitter,
boy, oh,
J.D.
boy, oh,
Martinez.
boy, oh, boy.
Looking for a 2-out hit to bring home the runner from 3rd. Pitch misses, ball 1. With the go-ahead run at 3rd, here in extra innings. Got him! Huge strikeout there.
Maybe the biggest disaster.
Key Brian Hayes.
Maybe the biggest disaster of a game of my entire life. Oh boy. Guys, I'm sorry for that one. We got the hit. and I kept him. I could have done anything. And the nice thing is, like, they got 2 runs. So I don't know for sure if it would have made, like, the entire difference. But right now, the way I feel like that definitely made the entire difference. Okay. First series is over. Now, there's a lot of stuff that I kind of want to look at. The cool thing is in this game, I think you can, like, go to a player and you can go suggest trade. And you can click, like, I could click Shohei Ohtani, and it's still saying no trades can be found. So, like, if I said prospects, okay, this is, like, if I did this, they would be interested. But if I did this, like, they would do that. Isn't that crazy? So, like, I could look at Santana, and if I want to go and look at a prospect, because the way I'm feeling right now, I kind of do. Santana's the player that I have no allegiance to. Like, I just don't feel like he fits in with what I'm trying to do. And I'd rather get, like, a high potential prospect instead of having him. Like, not him. Not him. I'm just going to kind of look through. We're going to have some fun here. Even this Bryce Eldridge, 6'7", good contact hitting, B prospect. We think we should be getting more value. So, like, they won't even do that trade, which is kind of crazy. But let's take a minute here. In between, let's just have some fun, because this stuff can be fun. 24 years old, Cody Freeman. Nick Kurtz. The Rays. I could also look for, like, farm system players. There's just not many good. Spencer Torkelson. Yeah, they think they're getting it. I just don't like this kid, Xavier Isaac. Would they do it? Or Ivan Melendez. Ivan's what? 25? I don't know if those super interest me. JT Schwartz. What about Davison De Los Santos? This guy looks pretty good. See potential, but he's 21 years old. You know what? Would they do that trade? Okay, so they're not willing to do it. That's the area, though, that I'm kind of looking at. What about Trey Morgan? This guy doesn't look overly good. We kind of want teams with just a ton of depth and go for their young players. So, Nick Pratto, 26. This is two 26-year-olds. Ryan Clifford. Okay, this is an interesting one. Okay, what if I said I wanted him? What gets me Ryan Clifford? Let's have a real conversation. If I threw in Kirby Yates, they would do that. So it'd be Kirby Yates, 37-year-old, and Carlos Santana for Ryan Clifford. I love that deal. Okay, guys, we made a deal. I don't plan on making this like just a bunch of trades, because that's just, I don't really think that's realistic. But I do want to make some trades, because I think that's a good trade. Skip remaining. So what we gained with that, we gained Ryan Clifford. He's 66 overall, but he hits the ball well. North Carolina. He's only 21 years old, and he has B potential. To me, I think that was a huge... Like, Santana's a beast. Don't get me wrong. Like, probably not the brightest bulb in the box move. But I feel like I'll get more long-term from him. And Santana wasn't hitting good enough for me to where I needed to keep him. Then I no longer need him in the lineup, because I think that's just me trying to have a young player. And that's just me trying way too hard to have a young player in the game. I don't think... The one thing I'd like... Justin Turner's a free agent. See, that could be an interesting one. If I need a backup for him, realistically, I have one free. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer to Justin Turner. So now Justin Turner is going to join the lineup, which I like. And I can bring him up because what I realize, like, let's say I don't want to have, he's in AA. Like, Sosa doesn't need to be here. Let's move Sosa down and let's call up Justin Turner. Let's move Justin Turner. Let's move Justin Turner to the 40-man. And then let's bring him into the MLB. So, oh boy. Move to MLB. Okay. So now at least what I have is I have a super old dude who has really good contact. So like pinch hit situations, if Clifford's 0 for 6 in his last 10 at-bats, well, guess who? I got Justin Turner. It's kind of like a mentee-mentor situation. And Clifford's a lefty, just like Santana. I love that trade. That trade got me kind of... Does anyone have... Oh, okay. So there are teams... There are teams who have people on the trading block, which is always fun. Like Daenerys De La Cruz. He doesn't super... That's not really a huge position of need. They have a right fielder. 65 overall, 20-year-old. Luis Lara, 5'7". Trading... He's on their trading block. So they're seeking relievers, which I actually have decent relievers. Yeah, they do Chapman for him straight up. They wouldn't do that. They'd do Caleb Ferguson. Chapman's old, bro. I probably should put the controller down. Chapman, has he pitched much? I don't even think he's pitched yet for us. I like that. Okay, I'm getting rid of Chapman for Lara. So now, we just picked up... That's more what I want in a right fielder, is this Lara guy. Well, why did I do that trade? He's not good at all. What the heck am I doing? Did I trade Chapman for him? He's only 20, though. See potential. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing at the moment. Okay, what about... I also want to... Oh, so I can update my trading block. See, I don't think I need to get rid of any of these guys. I like everyone on my team. Who's my best player? This is fun. Is Diaz. Diaz and Shohei, obviously, are my best player. What about... Okay, if we go to trading block. Let's keep looking, because this is kind of... I kind of like this. I like that there's a trading block. So these are obviously players that they are more likely to give up for cheap. Like Nick Matton, Luke Weaver. This dude looks pretty good. Looks really good. 26 years old. I kind of like him as a hitter as well. I like that. Who do I want to trade? I feel like, okay, so if I go to my trading block, I can put people who I don't love on the trading block. Like people who don't play enough for me, like JD, Sosa's trash, Troy's trash. Sure, we'll put those guys on the trading block. That way at least I have that. Yeah, see, I set that. Budget-wise, this is kind of fun. Learn. Salary arbitration. So currently, we have 174 million, 160 million in player salaries. Okay, I'm just going to pretend like I have any idea what that means. I can equip Old Hickory to the sponsorship, which I don't know what any of that means either. Okay. Can I practice? Oh, this is fun. This is fun. Oh, this is fun. Okay, we can look at top prospects. Do we have any of them? So in my organization, Ryan, wow. So the dude that I just traded for that's how trash my prospects were. Oh my goodness. That's how trash I was. Is that I got a really good prospect from them. Like, he's third in the majors. That was a great move. He's third in the entire league in terms of that position. Sorry, I'm just learning here. I'm enjoying this, though. So, the best prospect, 97, Roman Anthony. They got him in AAA. Let me trade for that dude. It's crazy how long it takes to get good at baseball. Jackson, Jacoby, Walter Jenkins. Jarren Duran, that's a fun player too. I'm watching the Netflix series. I'm a Netflix fan. I'm a Netflix Jarren Duran fanboy. Okay, where was the dude who I just looked at? He was in... What? Whoa! 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 Hitting. 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 Weight room? No. Hitting. Pena. Hitting. That. Oh, actually. You know what? We want to do this with a lot of these guys. This is really good to see. We want to do batting cages. I'm going to switch some of these. I think the Shohei I don't even need. He doesn't even need to train. I'm going to go batting cages with all my like really important players. I'm excited for the Ryan Clifford debut next game. Batting cages and then Brett Wisely. Batting cages. Where's the shortstop dude that you guys hate? He needs some TLC. He needs to hit the batting cages. Pena. Wow, I like this. So they've allowed it so you can change it. Why is all this stuff so hidden? Like, this couldn't be more hidden on the thing. I can't see nothing. It's like far down the list. Oh, I feel like that's such a huge part of it. I can go roster history. I can go goals. I can look at anything. I can be pretty much anyone I want to be. Last thing. Okay, last game we're going to play. For those who make it to the end of the video, we're going to comment. We're going to play a game called What Team Would You Want? I'm going to go through every single team in the game. You have to comment. And if you do, I'll know you made it to the end of the video. Okay, first team. Spencer Strider. Garrett. Okay, I don't think that's going to be anyone's pick. Chris Sale. Sale! I'm going to lose my voice. Dansby Swanson. Suzuki. Max. Okay. I don't know. Blue Jays. Interesting. Lindor. Mason Miller. Cody Bellinger. What do you guys think of that one? That's an option. Something to look at. Remember, you got to look at all these teams and you got to decide which one you want. Corey Seager. 92 overall. This one's kind of fire. They got a really good infield. This is a good one. De La Cruz, 93 overall, 23-year-old. He's so good. He's a lot of people's favorite player, but like, yeah, this is my team so far. I like that team. Okay. Emmanuel Clace. I don't think that team will be anyone's. Well, no. Marcus Semien. No, not really. Remember that? Remember when he was on Toronto? Makes me mad thinking about it. This is a fun one. Vladdy. Sorry, my voice is cracking. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Crazy good contact. That's a fun team. This is a young team. Ooh. Okay. Right now, my vote is the Astros. No bias. This team, Corbin Carroll, he's a stud. Okay. That's a fun one. Alvarez, Walker, Royce. That's 3 really good young players. I like that. This is a good one. Juan Soto and Freddie Freeman. That's runs. That's a lot of hits right there. Juan Soto's a 98 overall. 90-some power, discipline. Okay. Freddie Freeman, Carlos Correa. Okay, that's my new vote. Mariners, I think, may be the best. This is the team that we just played. They're all pitching. They're pitching heavy. Whoa, that's a fun team. That's a fun one. Blake Snell, Jackson Merrill, Michael King, Max Muncy, Ketel Marte, Will Smith, Pete Alonso. Okay, Adley Rushman, that's a fun one. Anthony Santander. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good young team. I like that one. Bryce Harper, Byron Buxton, Justin Steele. No. Kyle Tucker. Remember, you guys got to comment what team you would want of all these. Bobby Witt Jr. This is the one I was curious about. So, Witt Jr. This is a fun team. But I don't think it's the best team. But it is young and fun. Tatis, Duran, Nito. That's a fun one. Okay, they're good as well. I don't think they're better though. Rafael Devers. Okay. This is one I was interested in. Gunnar Henderson. 23. No. Acuña Jr. is a fun player. Chisholm. No. What's his yeah, he does a lot of things well. Ramirez, Tanner, no. Gerrit Cole, Sonny Gray, Kirby, Michael, Machado. Oh, that's a good one. Judge. This is the other one I was looking for. Judge's team, but Judge's team is thin. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all she wrote for episode 1. Please, let's continue this. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I'm going to make sure I save. Because I always forget in baseball games that when you go to the menu, you need to save before you leave. Boom! I saved. So, please, kill the like button, subscribe, give me a second episode of this. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.